Sorry, I meant the dungeon itself. Do you want to turn it into anything?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I think I can close that up. Denalia scrap paper. Let me double check against timeline entry, which I forgot to read, but that's fine. Day 108, approximately 6 something p.m. Party and Xavier have just arrived outside of the money changer.
Yes. And I was going to go in and get the money changer and some of his muscle to help us carry in the coin.
Okay, you'll go in. Let me check. A money change. I rolled a d8, not a d10. Fuck my life. Okay, the money changer does have a couple people in there actually, but you'll wait. He tells to them. He's just outright important customer essentially, and he'll hear what you have to say. And how far away is the box from the keep?
Like 2 hours, I think it was.
About 2 hours travel, yeah. And yeah, so he'll hear what you have to say. Ooh, excellent rare coins, and well, not rare, but non-standard coins. And he'll have his boys help you. And City Watchman will come over, by the way, to examine this, and he'll explain, these gentlemen are, of course, lawfully turning it in, and as a registered owner, blah, blah, blah. And okay, y'all get however many silver pieces it was into his establishment, and so on and so forth.
10,600.
10,600. Okay. He can convert them for you at a 1-to-1 ratio, and he's offering to waive the 10% fee because of the increased value of these coins compared to the normal coins. So you can transfer that into 10,600 of anything without deducting 10%.
Okay, so, and what do we figure up? There's 20 silver to a gold. So that's, 530? Math is not
530 gold.
Okay.
Alright, someone keep track of that. I'm the DM. I'm not keeping track of that for y'all.
Alright, and we divide that up between, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 8 of us. 500.
66.25 each.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so 66 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces each.
No, 1 electrum.
0.25. Half would be an electrum. A quarter would be 5 silver.
Oh, okay.
Maths. Quick maths. I was so tempted to just make an electrum and gold just all base 10 all the way down, but I opted not to. Right, so that's also 66. For the NPCs, correct?
Yep.
Okay,
that's
so
66 XP each, by people.
Yeah.
Random facts. In 5th edition, it takes 10 gold to make 1 platinum now.
All right. Anyhow, after our transaction is complete, let him know that we're going to have a lot more of this product.
Oh.
In the future.
Okay, well, if you bring it here, same deal. Because of the fact that these coins are pure silver and well, you don't need to know the major details, but the point is with these types of coins, I can indeed waive the 10% fee because I'm making it by so on and so forth.
I figured he had an angle, so yes, we'll assure him that we'll be bringing the business here.
Excellent. Alright, now this will take about 20 minutes or so to load up the coins, exchange them, count them, because you can't just put them on a peg holder. No, you've actually got to count them like uncivilized folk.
Yeah.
Vasa, you want to turn that into a monastery. Duly noted. Oh, I saw that. Don't you delete shit, my man. Anyways, Vasa, you're fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, so yeah, party. That takes about 20 or so minutes. Someone make a note for Golden, how many gold pieces and silver pieces he's getting.
I got it.
Thank you. And yeah, once that's done, it's evening, heading into nighttime. What is the party doing at this point?
We are headed to the Drunken Fighter.
No? The Drunken Fighter, not the temple?
No, it's nighttime.
Alright. In that case, Xavier will question, aren't we going to the temple? You'll explain it's nighttime, so he will ask if he can meet you there at, call it, 9:30.
Sounds good.
Alright, so he'll depart, arrivederci, so on and so forth. No, he's not actually Italian. I have that phrase in my head now. Alright, so Xavier's heading back to his thingy, and a bunch of bandits will jump him when no one's looking and beat him up and take his shit. I'm joking. Anyways, party. What are you all doing?
We are going to the Drunken Fighter.
Alright, going to the Drunken Fighter. Okay, you will make it to the Drunken Fighter without hassle. And, yeah.
And
Actually, I'm
we
curious.
will eat dinner and have drinks.
Right, yeah. Coromade, you stroll on in, and one of the lads snaps to, and no one was at your table. You get the party sat down. They've already got something ready for Jazio. They'll get it ready quickly without asking. And, yeah.
All right. All right. So then at that point, we're going to eat, drinks, maybe play cards, because, we're obviously not going to sleep for 12 hours.
Vi and Miko would have went to their room.
Okay, I will allow that. Vi, Miko, you eat dinner, have your drinks, so on and so
No,
forth.
don't drink.
Well,
No
you know what I mean.
alcoholic drinks.
No alcoholic drinks, but you will have taken some water to get the sands of the desert out of your throat. Some form of wetting your lips, cleansing your palate. I don't know. Work with me, guys. I am tired today.
Okay.
Okay, so that will occur. I already checked for encounters for this hour, so y'all are good for now.
All right. So, yeah, at a reasonable time, after eating, drinking, playing cards for a bit, retire for the night.
Okay. In that case, I will be advancing the time shortly. Night falls. Y'all finish eating, drinking, so on and so forth.
Before I would have left, I would have told Mr. Walker I would like to buy something before we go to the temple or after.
What is it you need to purchase?
Incense.
Incense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Aiden, in reference to that, you know the cost that you need to have for that thing, so you
100
spend
gold
that money.
pieces worth.
Yep, spend that money. We don't need to go into details.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at this point, what do we got?
Standard precautions, Dungeon Master.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And in fact, I will, before he retires for the night and goes to sleep, he'll establish his telepathy with Critter.
Okay.
Okay. Tell Critter to go and tug on Kassan's leg.
Okay. Kassan is feeding Graf, of course, and Critter tugs, and she's like, "What is it, Critter?" And then she medallions him, that you can tell, or actually, no, you wouldn't be able to tell, but she's looking at him.
Okay. Then I will think to him into his head that we're at the city. We've dumped the coin. We haven't gotten the magic items identified yet. We'll do that in the morning before returning.
Okay. She confirms the message.
Okay.
And yeah, wishes you a good night. So on and so forth. There is plenty of adult detail we could go into there. We shall not, for the sake of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I didn't even have to break out my crystal ball.
Yep.
Okay.
67. That's a fun result. All right. Anyone else doing anything special before bed? Random city encounter table. Outdoor. Where is it? There it is. Huh. What the fuck even is that? What the fuck is this? Okay. Okay, I see how that is, you horny bastards. Huh, wait, Rakshasa encounters can occur in the city? Oh, look at that! That's so cool. Alright, well, I can't see how a press gang is going to interfere with the party. They'll probably be outside, drunk, blah, blah, blah. Not even listed to be drunk. Alright, party, y'all get to roleplay being asleep as I go to the bathroom.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go get another couple of drags.
Alright, I have returned. Vasa is typing and in character, and Akroramid is AFK IRL for a smoke break. Okay, let's see. Other than that, was there any further encounters that night? Nope, just a press gang outside at like 1 in the morning. Okay.
Alrighty.
Welcome back.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Well, party, I don't think the press gang outside that, like, I don't know, they probably argued or drunk something, whatever. I don't believe they will have interfered with the party's sleep pattern that much, so, yeah. Night passes without encounter that you all are aware of, and it will be morning. Light shines upon Denalia. What's the party doing at this time?
Get up, put away the special precautions, go downstairs, get food, whatnot, and eat.
Okie dokie. Anyone else doing anything? Well, special, I should say. Otherwise, I assume you all are getting out of your rooms, and for those of you that make a habit and tell me that you're setting traps, then it's disarming said traps and going downstairs, eating food.
Vasa is typing.
Vasa, actions. Okay, we shall vape. Okay. Oh. Alright, waiting on Vasa typing, otherwise we can continue. Okay, duly noted, Vasa. Yeah, I haven't hammered it out. There's probably some prayer meditation deal where you become one with your body for a minute and center yourself. Okay, you get that done. Go downstairs, party, y'all eat breakfast. It's decent food. And what is the party doing after breakfast?
Heading to the temple.
Alright. The Temple of Vernellis. Y'all will load on up. Jazil's there, of course, at Coromid. They appear to have fed him something for breakfast, because he is chomping down on something that used to have horns. Probably a goat. Probably.
Okay.
But yeah, y'all will saddle on up and get moving. And y'all will reach the temple without any encounters at this point. Let me make sure I've advanced time appropriately. It's about 8 o'clock, actually. So, is Xavier there? He said 9. Oh, lucky him. Lucky you guys. He's an early riser. Decided to head there early. So yeah, Xavier is there, and yeah. Y'all are outside the Temple of Vernellis.
Okay, we'll see about gaining entry and speaking with one of the holy men.
Alright, who's speaking about getting entry and such?
Who's got the best charisma? And
We're in front of the Temple of Vernellis, correct?
Correct.
I walk in.
Alright. Vi, let's see, you wear your holy symbol displayed, right?
Yes.
Alright. Amazingly, both the guards got really high on their perception checks, but they both do notice. Vi, yeah, one of the guard nods to you, and I assume the rest of the party is following Vi?
oh yeah, this is her temple, so
Welcome, sister. And okay,
Oh,
Vi, you
thank
will
you.
enter. Right, you've entered the temple. What are you doing now?
Looking for a high priest.
Okay, so you're looking for a priest to identify items?
Wrong person. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Vi, you have a rough idea where to go. I don't believe... Let's see, you were born here, but you took your training in the other town, so you're actually not too familiar with this temple. But these temples, funny enough, actually have pretty much an identical layout across cities. It's one of the things their order does. So you know right where to go, and you'll... basically, the help desk, and you'll be like, hey,
I wouldn't have had to grown up in the temple, like actually visit here to actually then want to become a priest.
You know what? We'll hammer that out later. Point is, you, for the sake of session moving, you know where to go, and you lead the party there, and you ask them to, oh, Vasa's typing. Help you with the identifications, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, let me check. Alright, you are in luck, sister. There is indeed a priest available to help you. You have the items with you, of course, so follow me. And yonder priest will lead you to a room that I have described to the party before, basically just a large room. Training dummies over here, different ways to test out the different items without hurting anyone. Alright, your priest today is this woman, Sarah Bellium, and yeah. She asks you to bring forth the first magical item that you wish her to examine. Let me go
Okay, the gloves from Freddy the Fingerless.
Yes, Freddy Fingerless. Give me a second. A, B, C, D, E, F, E, H, I, J. Where's I? There it is. Loop. So I need to check. Okay. So, first off, these very odd gloves. Never seen anything quite like these before. And she touches them first on the outside with her hands, patting them. Well, definitely magical. And she puts them on first, the left one and the right one, and flexes her fingers. She walks over to one of the mannequins and tries scratching it with one of the fingernails a little bit, and then a light punch onto it, and she takes them off. These are definitely enchanted, and from what I can tell, they are not cursed. Aside from that, I'm not quite sure what they do. It doesn't appear to be an enchantment of sharpness, where it would effectively make it a more powerful weapon, if you will.
The thing that was wearing them tried to strangle me, if that helps.
Alright, she'll put them back on and go for the throat, if you will, of this mannequin and try squeezing it. No, I'm afraid whatever it is, it eludes me. I don't recognize the construct of this, but if you knew who had made this, then that would be a good place to start looking.
Very well.
And that will, of course, be 500 gold pieces. My party will
Okay.
be all keeping track of that, I assume.
All right. Who's got a list of all the magic stuff that we've picked up?
I do.
Okay.
Well, if I would know, but I, the character, do not remember.
That's true. A bunch of you do have some stuff. Let's see. From... you really all should
We
keep
have
better
the
track.
magic long sword that I have on me and the magic two-handed axe.
Okay. Would you like to
Okay.
start with one of those?
Go with the longsword.
And one of John or Peter's wearing the magic armor.
John says he's wearing the armor you got off those bandits.
Yeah, so he needs to take that off for getting it identified.
Alright, so he'll start removing it, and of course he's wearing normal clothing underneath. In the meantime, Vi, you're handing the longsword over to the priestess?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, she takes it, swings it around a couple times, and hands it back. This is a longsword of returning. If it is disarmed from your hand, you need only hold out your hand, and it jumps back in. However, it only functions for those who are of a chaotic evil, essentially, alignment. Otherwise, it acts as a -2 sword.
I hand that back to Boromir.
Okay. All right, now for the battle axe.
I hand over the battle axe.
Okay, and
That's the one
again,
I'm
mark
used
off
to.
the 500 for the longsword. I'm
Yep.
keeping track, and so will you. Okay, she takes the axe and swings it left, right, a few times, and shakes her head. again, definitely enchanted, and I don't believe it's cursed, but it escapes me. Would you like me to try again?
Sure.
Alright. She again tries against one of the mannequins, and damn. Let me check the numbers again just to be sure here. At her level, she has that percent. Oh, lucky you all. She got it by 1 point away from failure. This is a great axe. We called it a battle axe. It's great axe, two-handed deal. D12 and then 2 die 8, I think, was the damage for it. This is a great axe plus 3.
Nice.
I take that back.
Okay, next is the armor.
The armor. Okay, give me a second. Pull this out. Alright, she, of course, has to put on the armor. That takes a minute. And this is splint mail armor of the second order.
Okay.
Not too many of these floating around. Most people spend enchantments on better quality items, but you have the occasionals who wish.
Okay, party. Was there anything else anybody was carrying that we needed to get identified?
Cassie mentions y'all let her wear that plate mail.
Okay.
And there is another longsword that I
Okay.
believe... Who got that? Oh, that's right. Peter got that. So, okay.
Alright.
Cassie will start taking off the plate mail, and while she's doing that, Peter is handing over the longsword. Yep. Alright, she swings this a few times, the priestess, and looks confused, and swings it some more, and kind of furrows her brow and looks annoyed. This is a longsword +1, and it functions as +2 against woman.
Okay.
She hands it back kind of disdainfully.
All right. Now for the armor.
And plate mail, of course, takes a couple minutes to get off, so on and so forth. And let's go for yonder plate mail. Oh, that landed funny. Oof. Yeah, she attempts at the plate mail, but failure. And asks if you would like her to try again.
Yes. Try again.
Okay, she gets it this time. This is plate mail of the 4th order.
Ooh.
Okay, was there anything else the party wished identified? I know of one item the party apparently has forgotten about.
Yes, and I think this is the item that Xavier was most interested in, as I will produce the black box thingy.
It's safe to assume the 2 people who had the magic armor on put that back on.
They
Yeah.
wish to, unless the party is stopping them.
Yeah, for now, that's
Yeah, Vader, had you insisted about John fighting Cassie, Cassie's armor class would have been in the negatives. You would have had no chance of hitting her, really. Except getting a 20, but moving forward. So, yes, this priestess examines the box, and she is not touching it at this moment. She pulls out a monocle and is examining that. Okay, this is very weird. It's enchanted, undoubtedly. Could I have information about this? Where it came from, what it does, anything you know about it? This is
okay.
not-
We will describe where we got it, show the etchings and whatnot, and I will offer to open it.
You can certainly attempt to open it, but this appears to be a very finely done enchantment.
All right, I will try the knock spell.
Okay, you attempt the knock spell, and nothing appears to have changed with it.
Okay, well,
Now, I'm assuming y'all described how the knock spell functioned against the dungeon door.
yeah.
Without further
You
understanding
did
of...
manage to keep one of those coins from my temple, didn't you?
Sure. If not, we'll get more.
Yeah, I'll allow y'all to deduct 1 silver piece from someone in the party's pile that wasn't an NPC, and you can bring that over. Vi, actually, if you want, you can deduct 1 silver piece off of you and keep a silver piece. That's awesome.
No, the silver piece, the one that we traded.
So the point is, Vi, take off 1 of your silver pieces, and I'll have allowed you to hold on to 1 of the rare silvers. Because you exchange it at a 1-to-1 ratio.
I was gonna say I would have done it if no one else would have wanted to.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear a word.
Vi.
He said if nobody else had kept one of those silver pieces, he would have.
Well, none of us were allowed to touch them.
The silver pieces?
Yeah, you had us put them in bags, but you wouldn't let us actually touch them.
Nice stand, Vader.
Well,
Thank you.
that's because there's tons
I'm
of
just
stuff
trying
back
to keep
there.
that
Party,
convenience.
we can make this simple. Vi, if you wish to deduct 1 silver piece from your earnings
No.
because you... Okay. If anyone else wishes
I'll
to, I'll...
deduct one money
Okay,
and
so
let the temple have that one.
you're presenting it as a donation or as a, hey, check out this historical thingy.
So
Like,
where are they on opening or identifying this thing? And I'm
Uh,
sure Xavier is over there sniffing at it too.
Yep, he's watching closely. Okay, so as far as opening, it's definitely a... okay, Vi, note that. So yeah, it's definitely very strongly enchanted. We would probably need to keep it long-term. There are a few spells I could try, but I don't have them on tap at the moment. Would you care to leave it with us? We can perform investigations, and you come back later, we tell you the results?
Let me try Dispel Magic first.
Very well.
All right, so
10th
I'll
level magic
put it-
user, right? Yeah.
I'm just
10th
quite
level magic user.
confused.
Hey, Golden.
Hey,
I
Golden.
got 'em.
So I'll make sure everybody is clear of the area of effect for the Dispel Magic. You know, coordinate with this cleric and then drop the whammy on it.
Okay, you attempt the Dispel magic. As you look at it, nothing appears to have changed. Miko, party went to the coin exchanger, exchanged silver for normal silver. Then they went to the inn and got a good night's rest, and now the party is at the Temple of Vernellis getting shit identified. The party can fill you in from there. So yeah, Chloromide, it does not appear to have had an effect on it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I suppose we can leave it here long term, unless anybody else has a better idea.
What are you talking about?
The black box.
Give me a second.
Are we not keeping it and looking into it?
We're at the Temple of Renellis. We can't open it. Dispel magic didn't work. Knock didn't work. They're going to try and get it open for us.
No.
I have you at 75%, and it sounds like you're at 5.
That's because he's really quiet.
Hold on, Miko's talking. Sorry, I didn't realize Golden was talking.
Yes.
It's better.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else I should know?
I
You
mean,
have
party.
66 silver.
No, 66 gold, 5 silver. Which is also 66 XP.
Oh. Okay. So 5 silver.
Okie dokie. So yeah, assuming no one else says otherwise, the priestess will carefully, she is not touching this thing, get a way to, like, cloth wrapped around the box, and she will
And
say that...
I will warn her that we recovered one of these previously.
She
There were some
recovered.
very interested parties. So, yes.
Okay.
Yes. There was something inside of it of great value to them. I know not what.
Okay. Thank you for the warning. The temple, of course, has guards for a reason. And she gives you a smile. We will keep it safe. Come back at any time if you wish for an update on the progress. I'll see if I can get the High Priest to tear away from his studies to examine this. This seems important, given the circumstances.
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, assuming no one has... okay, duly noted, Vi. So yeah, assuming no one else has anything else, the party will be invited to... There is a library, of course. This is the Temple of Knowledge. If they wish to pay the entry fee, or in Vi's case, present your holy symbol and peruse, you may. And otherwise, guards are present. You know where the door is. And the priestess will take the box into a different room. And yeah, Xavier will offer Coromede if you'd like outside. He'll share some of the research he'd been doing, because that didn't correlate at all with what she seemed to be thinking.
Okay, yeah, we'll see what he's got to show us.
Okay, Vasa, you're putting on the gloves. Roll versus insanity. I'm joking. Okay, Vi, are you asking to step out?
I mean, since they were talking, I would have just went and
Okay.
did it.
So Vi, you're gonna go out and do that. We'll cover you in a minute. Okay, Crowmead, give me a second, as well as everyone else in the party. So Xavier will state, in terms of yonder, where is it? It's probably in notes to self. Now, where the hell is Xavier's research? Dragon, Cavalier, Tournament of Fighters, Calendar. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, it's probably in to be posted, isn't it? There it is. Okay. So, the black box that you described, well, the large one, of course, I looked up on. They pop up very rarely in history. I think in the early 2000s, Emperor Algon of the Barians, who we've seen the work of the Barians earlier, he claimed to have one measuring approximately 1.5 feet across, and he claimed it was the source of his magical powers, but history is very unclear if that's true or a bluff. Emperor Algon was known to be very cunning, and a false source of power does seem to be something he would do to mislead his opponents. But the actual source of where they are, where they came from, what they do, I couldn't find anything about.
Okay.
Alright, was there anything else that you and your other group wanted me to research that you'd like me to talk about?
Oof. Double M, I'm not hitting on
Alright.
all 12 cylinders tonight. I'm sure my character would remember if there was, but I'm not.
Okay. The cat. You asked about the cat, and are you interested in that?
Slightly, yes. We think it's gone since Scorpius is no longer with the group and was the primary offender, but what else can he tell us about the cat?
Well, I looked at every reference I knew for magical and demonic cats, but the only two I found were the Hellcat that we once met, the group back when we were going for that temple. Supposedly they tend to serve powerful and evil people for a time. And the only other thing was that tale I told you about that shape-shifting immortal cat, but like I said, I was 90% sure that was a story. It's only mentioned in some very old texts alongside fantastical creatures of, like, the hill giants from the mountains with 3 heads and so on and so forth. Probably just a story.
Well, I'll fill him in on what we saw of the cat and its different incarnations.
Alright, he will, he can't take physical notes there, but he's clearly noting it down in his head. Let's see, your, friend Scorpius's reoccurring dream. Avasa, you're still a solid 2.5 months out. Were you interested in anything from that? Or at this point, not statute of limitations, but it's not relevant to you anymore?
Yeah, that ship has sailed. So.
Alright.
Remember to go check on the lights I had commissioned.
And last but not least, in case you, well, since you are undoubtedly going back out there, I looked into the Sand Dragon a little bit more. Supposedly before the Blood Moon, well, not even supposedly, but I tracked every noted occurrence before the Blood Moon. It stayed west of Oasis, so the fact that it's no longer doing that is concerning. Not sure exactly what it is. Some texts claim it's an overgrown purple worm, others claim it's a leviathan, others claim it's an actual dragon. The oldest thing I could find was something referencing it as a Shilo Shalila, which translates to endless hunger. Fun, I know. But otherwise, that's about it for the work, unless you want what little I could try and figure out about black temples in the southern desert. Okay.
No, I think our business is concluded for now.
Alright.
All right, anything else, party? Any of y'all can think of anything that I'm forgetting?
I don't know, I'm just waiting to get out of
Stasis mode,
animation. Since what I was doing should have happened before this, but oh well.
I'm trying to stay in one place at one time, because if I run it in real time, then I'm talking to 2 people at the same time, which is difficult.
Are there any weapons we did not identify that we should have?
Like Coromid, he will mention he's still, of course, working on decoding the Archelian text. It didn't point him at the Lost Library, but he's working on another lead. And next time you're in town, maybe a month from now or so, he'll have more details.
Okay.
In the meantime, friends, for those of you who haven't met before, I'm Xavier. It was a pleasure to meet you. Coromid, best of luck in your endeavors.
As to you.
And Xavier will depart. Now, in the meantime, while this is occurring, Vi, would you like me
What
to
I
say
was
this
doing
out
would have
loud or message you?
occurred. What I was doing would have occurred as he brought out the black box, so when it was being
Indeed.
identified.
Indeed. So, would you like me to type this out, or do you mind if I say it in voice?
Type it out.
Okay. Give me a minute then, party. You all may discuss amongst yourselves. Okay.
Hey, Mama. Do you need something? I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Mama needs me. Okay. And back.
Welcome back.
All right. What should be our next objective, guys?
Well, after this, he said I could buy the incense unless you're going to get steamrolled.
Oh,
And you have things to buy.
looks like more than one person has stuff to buy.
All right. We're
Alright,
also
I'm
getting
back.
that vellum and ink stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or paper for the things.
Yeah, it was paper and ink and some animals. Was there anything else I was supposed to get for the Arania?
I believe you had a thingy in
What
out of
else?
character.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up.
It's around there somewhere, I know.
Uh,
Really? Not of character? That doesn't make sense. Oh, I missed the thing about thieves and bureaucrats, legal thieves, become a hassle. That's funny.
maybe it was in general. Don't.
Mr. Walker, would you give me 5 minutes?
Certainly.
Okay. Aiden, they're just asking about your experience.
I don't know. Super easy to do.
They are
I'm
going to
just-
ask about the
okay.
location. Are you sharing where this place is? Oh, hey, that reminds me. I need to be keeping better track of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember, Dom, is what else we had on our plate. Yeah, I know of the statue cave, but I don't know if I want us to tackle that yet.
That is in a long-term to-do list.
Yeah.
If the party wants short-term shit, I'm sure I can think of something.
We still have the items we got from their camp to sell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, at this point, those should be more or less locked in unless I forgot something really big.
Oh, I believe we're done, Dungeon Master.
I think so. Give me a second. I'm typing out a message to someone, but not pressing enter yet.
All right, so I'm looking at the items from the Blood Hunter camp. 15 bedrolls, 20 water skins. You know what? I think we're going to keep the water skins. You know what? I think we're going to keep all of that shit. Because once I get some troops out there, they will need shit like that. Unless any of y'all want something that's in the items from their camp.
Oh yeah, Dungeon Master. While we're in the city, can I buy a medium shield? Madam?
Yes, standard prices for such things. They won't be for long, though. As everyone who's lived in Rinvera for any time knows, during the Tournament of Fighters, certain items go up in price. You want a longsword? Sure, 20 gold pieces. It's called opportunistic pricing, and it sucks.
Vader, we have long swords.
Said
Medium
Shield.
shield.
Oh, medium shield. Oh, my bad.
No, I was using it as an example because I know that one off the top of my head. Okay, so party at this point, you all are going to the markets?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Okay, duly noted. Longbow standard price. Right now, everything is standard. We're going to set that to there.
Oh, buy ballista / ammo, chicken, and roosters, Velleman Inc. livestock, Iranian food.
Ooh, where did you find that?
It might be in general.
At a character chat, I just had to scroll up past
Okay.
monsters in the black cube.
Well, thank you, Lydia.
Is anyone gonna fight me over keeping the axe?
Not at this time. You hang on to it, but
Peter asks if no one minds him holding onto yonder longsword.
okay. Whoever's got possession of whatever, hang on to it for now until there's enough magic items that everybody gets one. And then we'll figure out who owns what.
Okay.
Who's got that longsword?
The
Which
minus
one?
2, the plus 2 chaotic evil longsword.
Yeah, who's got that one?
I gave that back to you,
Okay, who's got the other longsword?
Peter's got
John
that.
or Peter.
Okay, does anyone want to use this evil longsword?
None of the
The only one who
NPCs will
can is
touch
you.
it.
Huh?
The only one who can use it is you, unless
Chaotic evil,
Miko
you
can.
said?
Yeah.
I'm chaotic neutral. I don't think I can.
Wait.
I'm not evil, I'm just neutral.
What's up, Vi? You said wait, nothing.
Okay. Dungeon Master, I'm going to tell the party to keep watch for a minute.
Okay.
Crystal ball time.
Alright.
Then you can't be neutral or chaotic neutral.
Okay, give me a second here. I hear the clicky clacky.
Oh yeah, since I leveled up an assassin, how many points do I get for thief skills? 250.
You get 30, but you can't be chaotic neutral. You're either chaotic evil or neutral evil.
Well then I am
Okay,
chaotic.
give me a
evil.
second there, Coromid.
Okay.
Wait, this would be in DMG. Why am I in the player's handbook? 171, if I'm not mistaken. I am
No,
mistaken.
never
Fuck.
yelled at me about that then.
So you could use the longsword.
Yeah. Alright, apparently I need to change my alignment, if that's okay with you, Devil. Apparently I messed up on that.
What?
I literally said it 2 times to you.
Yeah, no.
Renella.
Give me a second here. Okay, duly noted on that. Now, let's pause for a second. What's going on with Miko in alignment?
I'm chaotic neutral and I'm an assassin. Apparently I'm not
Oh,
supposed
yeah,
to
that's a
be
good
that.
point. Yeah.
Which is
Oof.
why I
Why
said,
Alright.
Why
Good news.
Why
Good
did
news.
nobody
I'll
yell
let
at
you
me
switch.
about that?
Because I'm stupid and forgot. Okay, I'll let you switch to chaotic evil. You're welcome. Akromede, do you mind if I say this out loud?
Sure.
Alright, Akromede, you whip out your crystal ball and you start scanning for the AWOL Inaros. And your vision solidifies. Inaros is in the desert, apparently. She's heading, based on where her shadow is, and it's the morning time, she's heading north, it would appear. She has this small sack tied and hoisted over her shoulder, and Longsword Scorpius gave her buckled on. And yeah, she's headed north. What are you
Like,
doing
I
at this
gave
point?
someone a longsword?
Scorpius
okay,
did.
north, like the direction we went after the cystic.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, her. Okay, never mind.
All right, make contact with her.
Alright, she is angry and determined, and obviously does not know you're there. What are you doing?
Okay, fool child, return to the keep.
Alright, let me do a thingy.
Oh, Inaros. Okay.
Yep.
It took me a moment.
Well, she
He said a
jumps out
long
of her
ass
skin
name.
and looking around left, right, center, and she's drawn the sword, and she's calling out, "Where are you?" And the longsword's quivering. She is scared.
I am far away, but my sight is even further. What do you hope to achieve?
Okay, I can't accurately play a angry teenage girl. Ikuromid, in short, and she's not saying this out loud, but you'll piece this together. She is angry. You said her father's dead, and Scorpius, the one that freed her from slavery, and she's scared,
Yeah.
and she doesn't know what's going on, and
Oh.
she's upset that she doesn't know if maybe you killed Scorpius and are pinning it on a dragon. She doesn't know, so she wanted to see if she could find him. And obviously, she's
Well,
not
you
saying this out
told me
loud, but
and
it kind of
everything.
comes pouring out, and you can read her mind, so the intent is clear enough there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll transmit a mental image of the dragon, memories to her. Okay.
Why?
To show her what we faced, and that by herself she has 0 chance of surviving.
All right. Yep. Yikes. Fear of you is battling fear of the dragon now.
You're
I will
traumatizing my child.
I will destroy the dragon. Now return to the keep.
When you destroy it, I want to come with.
You will see it. And with that, I'm breaking off contact with her and switching over to my link with Critter.
Okay, you switch over to Critter.
Okay, get Kassan's attention and think, okay, found her, told her to return to the keep.
Okay.
She should be back in a while.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Coromid, Kassan will be slightly relieved. She does care about the girls at this point. They're part of the family to her. And thank you for that. She wasn't sure if it was an emergency, but what with the whole thing with the blood hunters, she didn't trust anything.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So you've broken off the crystal ball connection. You're doing this through your familiar connection, or are you scrying? By the way, might
with
kind of
the
get.
with the familiar. That way,
Okay.
I'm not straining the crystal ball thing.
Okay then. Well, all
All
right.
right.
And she says that she'll wait for an hour, half an hour. Do you have an idea?
Yeah. Give her however long she's been missing. Give her that long to get back.
Maybe an hour at most. I'll let you know if she doesn't come back by then.
Very well. All right. And all right. Got shopping to do.
Okay.
Girls,
Yes.
that chaotic evil sword.
You're gonna hang on to it.
Sure. What is it
Okay.
exactly?
Okay, so
Uh,
I rolled it up. It was a -2 cursed sword. I was nice and rolled a d10 to determine its alignment. It functions as a +2 returner to chaotic evil people, meaning that if you get disarmed, you hold out your hand for it and it's back. Pretty sweet.
Awesome. Okay. I will give that.
So you're
Right.
holding on to that sword. Duly noted.
Yeah. And I also need to talk to Cormie at some point, exchanging spells.
Well, effectively the only one in the party outside of one NPC. Oh no. No, the only one who doesn't have anything is Greg currently.
I'll tell you what he does have, though, is massive horniness. My man Greg is thirsty, and not just because he's in the desert, but
What type of sword is it?
Longsword. +2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Miko, do note the returning function is more of a if you're disarmed than if you throw it at someone thing. But try it in session and find out.
Okay, I will. Trust me. Shit.
all right. So, Dungeon Master, I've got a list of stuff to buy, and I know the party has some shopping to do, but I want to simplify mine.
Okay.
Okay. Let me find paper. Paper is 2 gold pieces sheet. Okay. So I'm looking at getting 200 sheets of paper. Or no, 100 sheets of paper, which is 200 gold piece worth. Enough ink to go with that shit. A rooster, a chicken, and some miscellaneous livestock that I think that Arania will eat.
Okay,
And
you
I
want to
want
just throw a big number at that and solve it, or do you want me to crunch the
that
numbers?
was my plan. I also wanted to get a ballista if we can cart it on one of the wagons.
Okay, well, a proper-sized ballista is going to be pretty big for one of the wagons. Yeah, you could fit it there, but no one's sitting in that wagon.
Okay.
I'm assuming you did give me back my 10 large sacks and my 2 backpacks.
Yeah, you get those back, Lydia. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking 400 gold.
The
Oh, and
paper,
ammo.
ink. How much ammo are we talking?
2 dozen.
2 dozen. That.
How much
Make
was a
it
ballista?
500. That should cover it nicely.
500. Okay.
Vi, the price of a ballista. Obviously, size is kind of a determining factor. The quote-unquote standard size, which is about as big as the wagon is, that will cost you about 45 to 50 gold pieces. And granted, this
And-
thing's big. You need a crew to move it around, and this thing doesn't come on wheels. They're assuming that you've got a crew that's going to be assembling it on a thingy for you.
And while we're at it, Dungeon Master, I will inquire about finding a mason.
Mason. Okay, then. Alright, 20 result. Okay, yeah, they know a couple... how to put this? Yeah, they have the... not the number. They know a guy. So they can point
Okay.
you in the right direction.
All right. So yeah, I will, to cut down on the RP, inquire about hiring somebody, a mason or a team of masons, about coming out into the desert and doing work.
Okay, going out into the desert outside the range of protection, of course, that's expensive. We charge per day, so on and so forth. And of course, we'll need someone who's either we hire our own guards with additional money on the bill, or you're willing to put up the guards, and yeah. But
Okay.
assuming you're good with all that, are you looking for a price right now, or just hey, we can do this, here's how many people?
A ballpark price for getting people out there to start the work and
Alright, so assuming the stone was already quarried and ready to go, which of course it's not, but we can work on that, of course. There's
Right.
places to quarry stone. How many heads can we spare here? Wow, only one, yikes.
Hmm.
Make that 2, yeah. 2 assistants, if you will, the lesser masons, and 1 master mason to oversee the thing. I'm gonna have to look at the hireling costs, and I'm probably gonna have to do that now because you need a price. So give me a second.
Yeah, we
please.
can get back to this double M.
All right. Yeah. No.
So long as that my character has touched
Right.
base with these people, and then we can talk about how much it's going to cost me to get the stone delivered and set those guys up to start work.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, so you're going to be putting up that. Oh yeah, I've got hired help, so they don't need to add that on. So it's just the cost of a mason master and 2 what's it called? Right?
Journeyman.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll figure that out, and I'll message you that later. Please remind me a couple days from now if I haven't gotten to it. Let me make a note to self.
Okay. Because yeah, I don't want to bog the game down with all that.
You are going to check on Scorpius's order, right? Because he did tell you about it.
Yeah, we'll check on Scorpius's armor.
All right, Scorpius's order is ready for pickup.
Okay, we will pick that up too.
All right, sign on
it
the
was
dotted
already-
line.
And the rest of y'all, if you have any shopping to do, knock it out now.
No, my order was the
Mhm.
lamps. I didn't order armor.
Oh, it was the lamp? Okay, well, we'll pick that up then.
Okay, so Scorpius's lanterns are picked up. Of course, Acromid, you're the only one who knew about them, but hey, you got them. Okay. Yeah, anyone doing anything else in terms of shopping here?
Vi is having a mental debate on what she should buy for attracting a certain familiar. And she can't figure out
Okay,
what
well,
it
while
is.
y'all are figuring out the brass tacks and buttoning everything down, I'm going to go get a couple more drags real quick.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's see. Anyone else doing anything? Or anyone have any questions at this time that I can answer?
What do scorpions eat?
Food? What do scorpions eat?
Because I'm pretty sure whatever I set out for a scorpion, a snake, a raccoon, and an owl, and a cat would probably come check out as well. So
My only suggestion is to you, we go in one of those scorpion caves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's quite a few of
yes,
those.
yes.
There'll
Let
be
me
a
go
lot of
sit in
stuff.
a scorpion cave for 24 hours to get a familiar. Yes,
All I'm
let's go
saying
do
is
that.
It's a
there's a lot
brilliant
of
idea. What could go wrong?
there's a lot of baby scorpions in there. You gotta have a better chance of
See,
getting a
that's
scorpion.
actually worse because babies can't control the amount of venom they inject.
Stabby,
My
stabby,
point still
stabby,
stands.
stabby, 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 stabby.
My point still stands. You have a higher chance of getting a scorpion in a scorpion cave.
Hells yeah.
I'm debating on whether or not I'm about to get home right now. So hold on.
Well, the NPCs are stocking up on various provisions, torches, rations. Peter asks Cassie if she's considering like maybe a bandolier of daggers to throw. She's clearly dexterous. She's seen her dance around in that armor when a skeleton swung at her. And she has a hand on the hilt of her sword, and she says, nope, she's got all she needs right here. And I'm curious now, actually. You know, so John's questioning that. What happens if you get disarmed? Doesn't matter. I got everything I need right here, and she's patting her sword on the hip.
We were debating the legality of going and setting up shop in a scorpion cave for 24 hours to get a familiar.
Not the legality so much as
That
the
was
logistics.
That was them. I was simply just trying to figure out if Vasa would buy her own mount right now.
I was giving a suggestion. That was
yeah.
a good suggestion.
Guys, Peter will ask if he can have a couple hours. He wants to dip out and check on his family, make sure they're okay, and give them, some money. He'll be back just 2 hours.
All right.
So Peter's gonna dip out, and he will indeed be back in about 2.5 hours.
All right. And he can meet us at the inn.
Okay. So, party, y'all are shopping and deciding among things.
Yep.
Other than that, am I missing anything with anyone that I can work on other than crunching some numbers for Grills' masonries?
So yeah, after we get all of our shopping done, everyone in the party that needed to do shopping, then we'll go back to the inn and whatever, play cards. I actually need to, when we get back to the inn, if it isn't lunchtime yet or the 2 hours has been up, then I'm going to go up to my room for 15 minutes to get 2 spells back.
Yeah, so
Nico,
Big
Acromie,
question.
Yeah.
Yes?
Dom, you first.
We should probably get Umbra's High Priestess that alcohol. You would remember that none of us know the
Yeah,
High
but he's
Priestess.
saving that for when he finds one of our bones or something. Preferably Umbra's
Oh,
to
I
get
did not.
her resurrected.
Yeah, because we've got
Oh, I
that.
did not.
You're gonna bribe me to cast a resurrection on a pile of bones with a giant cask of ale. You, sir, drive a hard bargain. Okay, Golden, you were saying something.
Miko needs to talk to Corby at some point about spells.
Well, do you plan to do it now as you all are headed back?
Probably won't make it to the end if they just have time.
Well, Acromid, you're, leading the party on Jazeel towards the inn when Kassan checks in again. It's been about an hour, and yeah, Inaris hasn't made it back, and she poked her head outside and couldn't find her, and
Oh, son of a bitch.
yeah.
Man,
All right.
Yes.
I'll look.
don't kill my daughter.
I'll
You
look
killed
at-
me.
Why did you tell her that?
I will look for her on our way back if she hasn't returned by then.
Okay, just checking in like she said she would. She's slightly worried, but then again, the girl does know how to fight at this point.
Okay.
And what's she gonna do? Wander for a few days and come back? She did take some supplies apparently from Scorpius's room.
Okay.
Oh, she contaminated the room. Wait, I don't even have any food supplies in there. All I have
She
is
took
spell
those from the
component
thing.
stuff.
No, didn't you have like some water skins and stuff? Whatever.
No.
The point is, she got water and food from somewhere. No, your carp is fine, Aquarumid. She didn't take that. Can you imagine? I wonder why he has a fish. No, don't fuck with the magic user's fish. Anyways, alright, so that's what the party is doing. So party, y'all make it back to the inn. And what is the party doing now? It's not quite yet lunchtime. It's a bit early, actually.
Okay. Well, Miko wanted to talk to me about spells.
Mm-hmm. Specifically, getting a spell from you and offering spells.
Okay. What spell are you after?
I was after Shocking Grasp.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. You wanted Shocking Grasp, and you were going to trade me Deathbolt 2 for it?
I don't have Death Bolt.
Huh? Oh, somebody else then. Okay. And what were you trading me for Shocking Grasp?
I was going to trade you Enlarge. And what else do I have? Enlarge, Comprehend Languages. I think that was. There was
Okay.
another, but I don't remember which one.
All right. Well, we'll do that back at the keep. Okay. No point in advertising to the world.
What do you mean she took the condom?
No, she didn't. I'm joking. For the love of God.
Okay, but Dungeon Master, will I get that 15 minutes upstairs?
Yeah, Aiden, those contents are untouched. Yeah, so Chromid, you will get yonder 15 minutes upstairs. Party at this point, you're getting kind of hungry. Lunchtime, I assume you all are going downstairs and ordering food. Compliments, of course, of your, yes.
Yes. Yes, we will eat lunch, and yeah, we're just at this point, we're waiting on Peter to show back up.
About an hour later, because at that point it's been about 2 hours, Peter does show up and comes
Okay.
on in. Thank you about that.
All right. Well, in that case, we're all here. Let's head back for the keep, and I'll tell them about one of the girls having went out on her own, and we may have to look for her as we get close.
All right, yeah.
Sounds right.
Well, you've got John and Peter, of course, are reasonably concerned, and Cassie rolls her eyes. Teenagers.
I hope she didn't get scooped up by those bandits that are following you.
We killed the bandits that were following him. You
So-
think they got another group
You
just
make it-
hiding in the wings?
Yes.
What makes you
The way he
think
makes
that?
it sound. The way he makes it sound, they sound like they're just
Why
under the
doesn't
sand.
it make you think that?
Because we just fought a bunch of them. We killed the bandits in this area.
We fought a small contingent.
Okay, but like, why would there be another
would-
small contingent also there within like
I would
striking
not
distance?
be surprised if they
He is the
literally lived
Mistwalker.
under the sand.
Who's got the journal?
I do. Well, no, Kazan does. I
Okay.
gave it to you.
You'll
and
have
you
to
gave it
read the
Kazan.
journal when we get back to the keep then. All right. So yeah, Dungeon Master, we're headed back to the keep.
Well, Vi, Miko, Cassie kind of just shakes her head and massages her temples. Don't go looking for ghosts in the shadows where there aren't any. You want to be paying attention to the bandit on the road where there is one. Alright, and party is underway to the keep, did I hear correctly?
Yes. And Dungeon
Hey.
Master, just a reminder, I will be using my telescope.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, well, party, you make it clear of the city without a problem. I should note, and I will allow a small retroaction, you do know you're setting out in the afternoon, which means you're probably ending up camping at night? Or marching
we'll
through the
probably
night?
power through.
Alright. I'm just making sure you're aware of the time.
There's only 3 people in the party that can see at the dark.
That's what torches are for. We're in a large enough group. We can survive if the animals know where we are. We got
Yes.
the fucking
It is
Mistwalker
not
with
the
us.
animals that I am fearing.
Okay.
Animals are my least
Any
concern.
little babies? Yeah.
You're seriously that worried about the blood hunters?
And 3 that are about like that, and then I got 2 that are about.
They're the most dangerous creature out here. They have the intelligence to back it
She's
up.
out there fighting with
Need I
them.
remind you, we fought ones that were invisible, and if it wasn't for 2 sleep spells, we'd have been fucked.
Yeah, a lot of y'all might have gotten
Well,
hurt. That's a good point.
Not fucked.
Yeah,
You
I
got
would argue, just for the sake of the argument, that the dragon is probably the most dangerous singular thing out here, or maybe that sand dragon thingy. But yeah, okay, fair enough. I redact my point. Blood hunters are probably a problem, but I mean, we just killed the scouting group, right? Why would you have the main army 2 feet away from the scouting group? But all right, we don't know.
assuming they're a scouting party and not an expedition into the thing that we had came out of.
All right, fair enough.
The
Anyways,
fact
party.
that we killed them and there's no one to report in, if there was a set time for them to report in, that means more will come to investigate why.
And we'll be ready for them. And they probably won't be here for a while. I've served in the army before when I was a bit younger, and yeah, even bandits have to go through that bureaucratic crap to make sure they don't step on each other's toes. But regardless, they're bandits. We'll deal with them. So, party, how
Smart
fast?
bandits that have enough power to back it up.
Okay.
Okay. Dungeon Master, what's the top speed we can achieve without killing the animals?
I mean, you
Well,
could probably...
Without really, I don't want to wear them out, but I want to get the best speed we can on the
you could
road.
probably push it to 4 without killing them.
Okay.
Because these are horses, right?
Yeah.
Horses. So, yeah, 4 seems decent. You're lugging around How many wagons do you have again? 2. One with the ballista, 1
3.
with party. 3. Okay, so yeah, ballista supplies party. Someone keep a marching order in mind. 4 miles per hour for. Let me check my scrap paper because I did write this down. East sign to Rinvera is that many. At 4 takes that many hours. First hour passes without problem. Second hour without a problem. Third hour. Fourth hour. Okay. That puts you there. Afternoon gives way to evening, and the party reaches. Let me check. Okay, duly noted. Wow. The party reaches the E sign and turns north, I presume. How fast are you going over the desert?
Okay, I know we're going to have to slow down. So,
2.5.
yeah, we'll try that.
So that's what we normally do.
2.5. Duly noted. It is that many miles.
And I believe Greg is driving one wagon and Miko's driving the one I'm on with her. That means whichever wagon has the humans on it will need a torch.
Well, yeah, one of the human fighters will slap a torch up. Okay, party. It's still like another hour or so to your journey when light is really starting to fall. I presume you all are pushing onwards regardless.
But Miko said something to you.
It's just a question. How many thieving points do I get when I level up?
30 per
30
level up.
per level.
30.
Don't forget, you gotta train the skill before you can put points in it. Or if you've been
Alright.
actively training it, like every chance you get, you practice, then that works.
Can I put points in up unlocks?
Yeah, you can put 5. You've been doing a little bit of that. Okay. So yeah, party. Night's starting to fall. It's still like an hour out. I presume the party is pushing onwards.
Yes.
Okay, now movement speed is slightly hurt by the fact that you and the lead are running off of infravision. Oh my goodness. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Work group chat exploding over some bad joke about my boss being on vacation and coming back with abs. Anyways, it's fun, guys. It's fun. Well, party, it'll be another hour. And amazingly, the party made it all the way from Rinvera to the keep at decent speed without any encounters whatsoever. Y'all make it to the keep. And
Did
yeah,
we not encounter Inaros?
you do not encounter Inaros.
I
Damn.
hate you, Eminem.
Again,
Right.
you guys came from the south, and Kuromid, I did mention she was
Yeah,
going
she
north.
went north. Damn it. Okay. Speak with Kassan, see if she's seen her or anything like that.
Nope.
No?
She's been checking pretty regularly. Nothing.
Damn.
She hasn't told Cromer or Volt. She said that Inaros. Well, she lied and said Inaros was with you guys, and she'd be coming back, and now she doesn't know what to do. And oh, hey, there's Cromer and Volt. Hey, where's Inaros? Help me.
Yes. We'll have to look for her in the morning. In the meantime, get the party to help with the
Hey, you're just leaving a kid out there in the dark.
stuff. What do y'all want me to go look for by myself, or do y'all want to stumble around in the dark with me?
You want to point us in the direction?
She went north.
Alright.
Oh boy. I didn't
In
anticipate
any event,
this.
we've got to get this stuff unloaded off the wagons.
The human fighters will point out that at this point Inaros is probably bunkered down for the night, whether she's sleeping under the sand or she stole a sleeping bag or something. Odds of finding her aren't great, and they don't have infravision, so they can help, but they're going to help unload first. She's been gone for hours. At this point, she either found a scorpion and died to it, or is headed back.
Might be walking in circles.
Probably.
All right.
And, of course, John and Peter
If
are
I was
concerned.
Scorpius, I would feel the need to punch whoever said that.
Okay.
Well, Scorpius, sadly, you're not present.
I know.
Blissfully unaware. Okay, so yeah. Where are we at now?
So get the paper, the ink, the this, the that, the other. Of course, the ballista is just going to get unloaded for now. The livestock will be tethered over at the stable thing. Of course, the chicken and the rooster are going in the chicken coop with the surviving chickens.
Duly noted.
All right. And of
So
course,
now we have 2 roosters?
no, we just got one. We didn't have one before.
I think y'all might have had one before, but
Yeah,
I
we
honestly don't
bought
remember.
one already.
Well, okay. You know what? Okay, we got 2 roosters.
Backup one in case another Annis comes around and eats one.
So, get everything that we can carry inside easily enough. Get the party in. And of course, we didn't stop for dinner, so the group is hungry.
Yep.
And while they are getting some food made, I will go ahead and scry for Inaros again.
Okie dokie. Alright, food's being prepared. Anyone helping with that? Okay.
Preparing
Well,
with what food?
it's whatever measly leftovers. Regardless, food will be prepared. There will be meal. Yeah, failure, Ricromi. You try to scry and static essentially.
Hmm. Well, that bodes ill. All right. Put the crystal ball away. That's not doing any good.
Okay. What's the party doing at this point?
Eat.
Alright.
Eat.
Party. Y'all will eat. Kassan is trying to talk down Volt and Chroma, who are understandably upset that she lied to them, and she was explaining she didn't want them to worry, and now they're more worried, so she dug herself into a nice little hole there. That's the last time she tries being nice. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, Mika's not gonna eat. She's gonna pack up some stuff.
Okay, duly noted. Mika, what are you packing, and what are you doing?
All her stuff.
Okay.
I mean, all your
Yeah.
stuff is already packed, so
Yeah, she's just grabbing it all. She's gonna go north.
Miko is heading north.
why you do this to me?
Okay. Is anyone accompanying Miko north?
I will follow.
Okay, Vi is following Miko north. So, do, Thanks, Vader. Glad to know you're really engaged in this session. I'm joking, man. So yeah, both of y'all, make sure you make exact note of your rations and supplies that you're taking with you. And okay, so you're heading north at this time. What is everyone else doing? We're gonna cover you two right after I figure out what the rest of the party's doing, because I'm assuming it's gonna be sleep. The silence is deafening. Alright, Acromede, I see you typing a thingy. Vasa, Greg, y'all doing anything?
After eating,
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, sun has fallen a couple hours ago. You're feeling tired. Now, Miko, as a Drow, you're, elvish, so you get tired slightly less than normal people. You need slightly less sleep, but you are feeling it, You're used to the standard 8 hours a night, basically.
Yeah.
More like 6.5, but yeah. So you're
She
aware
could
of this,
push
right?
herself. Yes.
Oh, you can absolutely push yourself if you want. I cannot stop you. Or rather, I will not stop you. Alright, so Vi and Miko heading out.
All right. So are they saying anything before they head out, or are they just heading out?
I'm looking for the kid.
Damn, assassin with the heart of gold.
Okay. Well.
Okay, actually, Vi, you're gonna have to say that out loud, or type it at least, because this is something the party would obviously be able to see.
Well, due to the fact of my character and how I'm playing her, she She wouldn't have followed.
Miko, you're going out there
I have to
solo.
think.
All
Because
right.
she's not invested in the kids. She doesn't know the kids, so
Listen,
it's
she may be an assassin, but it's still a kid. She may
Mm.
be. She may go around killing people. All right. That's a kid. You
Oh,
just leave a
Miko,
kid out there to die.
very, very honorable of you. I'm not going to force alignment change you because I can understand.
I mean Scorpy's done it.
Well, Miko, you'll have some company for the first part. Jaziel is walking with you north, snuffling at the ground. Okay, the rest of the party, I assume you all are going to sleep at this time. If anyone wishes to do anything different, feel free to put it in actions for the round. Otherwise, Miko, what are you doing with Jaziel sniffing the ground and heading north also?
I guess I'm gonna follow Jaziel a bit. If he can tell me, if he can show a little bit where she went.
Alright, now keep in
Okay,
mind,
fine.
nightmares kind of produce fire, so this guy is keeping the night lit up. Your infravision is spoiled in close presence to him, unless you wish to stay far enough back that he isn't spoiling it so much, which it's going to be hard to keep an eye on him and not spoil it.
I'll just stay close to him.
Staying close, okay. So you're following him, and yeah, he's sniffing at the sand. And okay, out of character chat, y'all can handle that yourselves. And he's heading north, northwest, northeast.
Yeah. Vader, I'm putting my house in order. And yeah, at some point I'm going to sleep because,
Right.
yeah.
Well, Miko, after about 30 or so minutes of walking, and granted, he walks fast. You're keeping pace. Like you're not struggling, but you have to keep up a brisk pace to keep up with him because he moves fast solo. He stops at a point and he sniffs the ground and he sniffs around it in a circle, paws at the ground, kind of digs under the sand for a bit and looks over at you, and paws at it again.
I'll go at it and start digging into it.
All right, how deep are you going to try and dig, and with what are you digging other than your bare hands?
Bare hands, and I'll be just
Okay.
until
Well,
he.
you start
he's
digging
like
for like
that.
a minute or so, and Jaziel is shaking his head no at you, and he's sniffing it again and giving you this look. Good old Nightmare Fangs. Not really conducive for human speech, but awesome for ripping the heads off of like goats and shit. So what are you doing now, Mika? Oh, that reminds me, I need to check for that. Okay.
Is she around here? Is that what you're trying to say?
Jaziel, he kind of like Bob dips his head. It's not a nod. You think it might be a gross imitation of a shrug. Yeah, he sniffs around this one spot again in a circle and does that motion again while looking at you. And starts trotting away, not purposefully, not sniffing the ground anymore. And he's starting to head to the east. And after a bit of time, he takes flight, actually. Like, he starts going at a gallop and pops out of existence, Miko. As he phases into a different dimension. Ha ha ha. So, Miko, you're at this spot where Jaziel stopped and sniffed around, and obviously there's your tracks and his tracks all around the area. You dug down maybe a foot or so into the sand before you caught him shaking his head no at you and stopped. What are you doing at this point?
I'll try and see if there's any other footprints around. Otherwise, we'll stay around the area for a while.
Okay. Do you happen to have... That's right, as an assassin, you have these skills. What's your tracking?
My tracking. Where is my tracking? That's a great question. Tracking 25.
25. See, this is good. I was going to give you tracking as a 1 because I forgot you were an assassin for a second. Yeah. Oh, Miko. It's hard to tell. Jaziel kind of did mess it up a bit, but you think there might have been some other tracks in the area. It's hard to say. These were probably from the morning, and it's the desert, so the sand gets blown around this way, that way, but there might have been a couple boot prints in the sand.
Can I at all tell if they were going, which way they were going?
No, you can't determine exactly what. There are a couple boot prints that don't look like yours or Inaros's. Inaros didn't even really leave a trail, but they're like now that you're looking for it, there's like, oh, maybe that was an indent from her feet. Hard to say. So these appear slightly bigger than what hers should be.
This is my least favorite session.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this. I have to play to my alignment as Dungeon Master.
Oh, and Dungeon Master, get the journal and show it to Cassie.
All right.
And
She'll-
anyone else who's interested in looking at it.
She'll flip through it and mention the check-ins, and yeah, she's not magical inclined. She has a magic sword, and that's good enough for her. All right, back to you, Miko. So, what are you doing at this point? You aren't able to track these footprints in reverse that you can tell. I mean, you can try if you want.
Can I tell at least that there's more footprints other than just the ones I see? Or, like, are they leading to somewhere?
You think they're coming at this point here from the east, maybe? It's hard to say.
So,
Either it's a footprint that's, like, from this morning.
It was going the way that the nightmare just went.
It came from the direction the nightmare just went, but you don't think the nightmare was tracking it.
I will stick around in that area for a few minutes. If he doesn't come back, I'm gonna go start wandering off that way.
Okay. Well, you stick around that area for a bit, and you don't encounter anything, and you don't see him come back. And you're wandering off to the east?
Yep.
Okay. Duly noted.
I have my sword out, by the way.
You've got your sword out, and at this point, you know, your infravision has come back. The desert, of course, gets cold at night, Miko, and you're kind of shivering in that... You're in leather armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, you know, it's leather. It can keep you warm. And even the better stuff in the north, at least, has fur padding. But
Even
over
has
here,
a
they like
cloak.
to strip that out. Got a cloak. Okay. It's still a desert. It gets cold.
I know, it's cold as shit, but she's got at least some layers.
You're not going to die of hypothermia. Probably. Excuse me.
Actually,
Okay.
he would without a fire.
I'll consider this. So, anyway, Miko, you're heading in the direction you believe to be true east, I assume. And how
Just
long
trying
do you...
to follow the footsteps.
Okay,
As
well...
I can.
Yeah, no, you're not following any footsteps. You, like, take 2 steps forward, and it's like, there's nothing there. And you take 2 steps back, and you're like, okay, that's where that footprint was, and you take... Nope. You can't figure it. So are you heading just due east, hoping to bump into something? What are you doing?
I'll go east for a little bit. If I
How
don't
long's a
see
little bit?
anything, give it 10 minutes. If I don't see anything at all, I'll head back.
Okay, you head east for about 10 minutes. To the best of your knowledge, you don't encounter anything. You're heading back at this point?
Head back to the circle that was at earlier.
Okay. Oops. Well, Miko, you might have gotten lost. You can't find Jazil's prints anymore.
Can I find the hole I dug in the ground?
You look around for a bit. Oh, there it is, there it is. You curved kind of southward without realizing it, and oops. So yeah, you're back over there.
I made a landmark for myself, basically.
Yep, lucky you. Well, that's a good point. How hard is the wind blowing tonight? Decent. I know, party. I'm working with this. So what are you doing now, Mika?
Hell.
You're standing there thinking about it.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, you're gonna stand there and think about it while I see what monster's about to jump at you. Hmm. That's a thing. Roaming monsters list. Scroll to the bottom.
After about 5 minutes, she'll start heading back to the keep, where she thinks the keep is. The place.
Okay. Give me a second here. After about 5
Actually-
minutes, you say, huh?
Actually, fucking.
And I'm gonna go for a smoke since my
Yeah.
character's asleep by now.
Yeah, I know.
Lives.
Apologies, party. Trying to keep things moving. What is this?
Do there look to be
Oh.
any sticks around, by the way?
In the desert? Oh, there might be a cactus or something. Some dead bushes. That's a D6. I don't know why I did that. Alright. Well, that's a 15. Yeah, no, you don't see any cacti or dead bushes within, like, visual distance. Again, you're running off infravision. It's hinky.
Yeah. Alright. Then I can use one of these. I'm gonna stick a torch in the ground. Not lighting it, just as a stick in the ground, so that I know to come back to this place eventually.
Okay. You stick the torch in the ground, and it starts to rumble. What are you doing?
Running.
Okay, where are you running?
To the keep.
Southward to the keep. Okay, you believe
Putting my
yourself to
sword
be
away.
running southward to the keep, putting your what away?
Putting. No, not putting the sword away. Just running.
Alright, you're running. How fast are you
Wow.
running?
Not max. Just enough to try and. I want to say I want to say I'm evading, but I obviously don't know if I can say that.
Ooh, what you fighting there, Miko?
Probably a fucking worm.
So,
Unless it's a
Miko,
fucking
I have you
dragon.
moving at
God awful reason.
like 4/5 of top movement speed going south.
Yeah, sure. That sounds
Okay.
good.
Well, Miko, the rumbling gets closer and louder, and then it seems to start to fade after a few minutes. You're not sure what the fuck that was.
I'm
Are
still
you-
fucking running.
Okay, you're still fucking running.
I
Duly
actually
noted.
swallowed.
Okay, so how long are you gonna run for?
Say 3 minutes, and then
3
I'll
minutes.
see if something's behind me.
Alright, so you run for 3 minutes and you turn and you look behind you, and to the best you can tell, there's nothing. What are you doing now?
I'll keep walking towards the keep, but I'm not gonna be walking slowly.
Okay,
Definitely keeping my guard up and walking and keeping an eye out on things.
okay. Well, you walk, and 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 you've been walking for about half an hour, and you don't see the keep anywhere.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm fucking making a camp.
Okay, making a camp. What do you have with you that you're making your camp with?
Do I? You know what? Actually,
Oh my, this is unexpected.
don't say it like that. Fuck you.
Huh. Okay, what
I
encounter?
don't. No, I don't.
Well, Miko, I can help you make your new character quickly.
Yeah, basically. You know what? I don't even care if I lose her like this. You know what? I lost her how she would have been lost. Fuck it.
The desert
I
swallowed.
kept true to my character. I don't care.
I like how you think it was you I was talking about.
Oh,
Hmm.
you know what? If I lost my character like this,
You know what?
I'm not
Fuck
even
it.
that
I'll
bad.
be generous. Okay. So yeah, Miko, what are you making camp with?
Very much. Do I think I
Look.
could just bed down enough to just try and sleep?
All right,
In the
so
sand.
curl yourself up in your cloak, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, duly noted. It's this time of night. Oops. Drop my D10. Alright, well, you will fall asleep, and you'll be snoozing. Snoozing. Ooh, that's a fun one. Okay, you will have slept for, and the party also. It will be about 5 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's still asleep when encounter. Now I need to figure out which encounter, because I rolled up a couple. Ooh, 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 ooh. That one, that one. I want that one. Creature Catalog. That's a fun book. Okay, Miko, give me a perception check.
14. Do I actually make
14.
that?
What is
I
your
don't know.
perception?
I don't know what my perception is. Let me check. 14.
You make it on the nose, yeah. Your dream. You're dreaming about the desert, and you dream about snakes, and you hear this hissing noise in your dream as these tiny green snakes are approaching you, and you're trying to step on them, and this hissing is getting louder. What are you doing, Miko? As you're kind of semi-awake, and you realize that hissing isn't part of your dream.
Getting up.
Okay.
Looking around to try and see it, and then if I see a snake coming at me, and it's fucking big, magic missile.
Okay. Well, Miko, you get up and you look around, and there is a big snake swaying rhythmically as it approaches closer and closer. And let's see, you're running off of infravision, aren't you?
Man,
You are. Okay. Okay.
are you saying this snake doesn't have heat?
No, the snake has heat vision, of course. And yeah,
Yeah,
the
its
snake
tongue,
sees you
yes.
start to move, and dice initiative.
Alright.
Okay, it attacks as a that hit die creature.
2.
A 2. Okay, you do not have initiative, of course. Everyone else, you're still sleeping. This is just Miko. I'll try and run this fast.
Hmm. Yep, that's how you spell it.
Pulling out a Molotov. That is your option for the round. You're going to light it?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Okay, so you're pulling out the Molotov, doing that, and the snake hisses and approaches you quickly, and it goes to bite you as you're pulling out the thing. Give me another D... No, actually, hold on, let me check this. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 5.
Armor class 5. With a 3, this thing misses armor class 5. Haha. So this thing goes to bite at you, and misses badly. It got a 3. My god, it's not even like a, oh, you dodged at the last second, it missed. Okay, you pull out the Molotov and light it, and at this point, Miko, give me a saving throw. As the torchlight reveals a large reptile. Well, obviously, you knew it was large. It's about 12 to 14 feet in length. Its eyes are this beautiful whirlwind blend of all the colors of the rainbow. So as you light your Molotov, and you, what'd you get? A 5.
5.
Oof. So as you light your Molotov and chuck it, and you look at this creature, and you see its eyes, these gorgeous eyes. They're all the different colors of the rainbow. As this thing, it lights the fire, you light the fire, and it kind of hisses, and both your infravisions are ruined, and it starts to shake back and forth and back and forth and back
If I
and
can, I'm
forth,
gonna look away. I know what you're doing,
and you
but
fall
I'm guessing I
asleep.
can't because I got a 5.
You got a 5 on your saving throw versus paralysis, and instantly fall asleep.
And I'm dead. Alright, time to go make a new character.
Yeah, at this point, the Hypno Snake will kill you.
I figured.
I am sorry, Miko. Right, okay. Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing, is it going to be a male elf this time?
God damn it. Yeah, Aiden, party, let's take a 5-minute break here really quickly. I need to use the bathroom. Aiden, if you can either get Golden a character you already have that you're willing to give up, or I can quickly come back and help run it. You can help him get like the stats and shit going.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you,
So,
Gold.
Miko.
Aiden.
Yes.
Or Miko,
A
not
human.
Miko. He ain't gonna go human. So, Golden, you want to drop down into a voice? And he's muted. Okay.
Welcome back.
I don't know who left, but welcome back.
It was Dom.
Well, Golden, I will meet you in VC2 to make it quick.
Alright, I just returned. I see Aiden drop down. I presume, Golden, you're going to join her?
Did Golden die?
Yeah. Hypnosnack. I feel bad for doing that, but I have to be real here, party. If you go out into the desert at night, there will be monsters. The keep is pretty well secured, and the nearby area was. When Golden went back to head to the keep, I did a die roll to determine, because he was running at that point, if he went perfectly south the way he should have, or if he was off. He was off. I determined by how much it was a notable factor. He was far enough away that that notable factor, if anyone here has studied rocket science, translated to, he was about 5,000 feet away from the keep to the left. Or rather, to his left, 5,000 feet the keep. And yeah, Hypnosnake.
About a mile.
Yeah, okay. Miko's loot. So yeah, about a mile off at the end of the day. It was a pretty nasty error. But he was running from a different monster. The, well, I won't say what that was, because I can still use that against the party. Anyways, let me check for the party for the rest of the night. 15. Fuck. Now I need to figure out how to bring in Golden's new character. Alright, party won't have any encounters for the night.
Wandering caravan?
Probably, yeah, I have an idea.
Depending on what he brings in, it could, like, if he brings in a cleric, he could, like, some guards come with him, escorting him to the keep.
Wait, he could play a mason.
I mean, yeah, that's an idea. The Masons hired one of their own guards, and he's like, yeah, fuck this.
I was going back and forth with my head if Vasa would follow Miko. I decided against it.
See, Vasa, you probably care about kids a lot too, but you have this thing called self-preservation, where you are not sticking your neck into the chopping block to be right next to someone else. Now, if you think by sticking your neck in, there's a decent chance, yeah. I feel bad for Golden, because he was trying to do the right thing, but that was very boneheaded, being frank. Just that.
I would have helped him, but I realized, wait, we've been assigned to fight a black dragon, not black
Blue.
dragon, a blue dragon. I don't think we're going to. That means there's going to be some pretty hefty shit out here.
Mm-hmm.
One less person to share the loot with.
Greg the Heartless. Welcome back.
Grills, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you ever give Golden the XP for Autumn? Or did you just completely mind blank on that?
For autumn.
Yeah, we did a 1v1v1v1 4-way fight.
Sasha
And-
versus Sex
No.
on Wedding. Which is,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
versus one other person. And
I am
I
not Grills,
forgot.
but I can
Yeah.
confirm XP was distributed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that
then I
XP
never wrote
was
it down
good.
then. I was wrong.
Oof.
Because Golden wants to use Autumn in Denalia.
Hmm.
Obviously, there's no. It's a base character. I didn't have any XP written down anyways. I'll send you
Well,
the sheet.
I'm nice. I remembered the amount. You get 144 XP from that fight, Autumn.
Okay.
I feel sorry for killing your character, but you ran out into the red desert in the middle of the night without
You know
backup.
what? It is what it is.
It is. If I could
died
award
how
you
I wanted to
XP
die.
posthumously, I would. But that wouldn't do you any good. Speaking of which, Miko, did you worship anyone particularly?
No, she was just a mage thief.
Yeah.
Or no, mage assassin. Nothing too special about her.
I mean, we're just
Miko,
gonna have
the
to
one and
hunt
only
down her
chaotic
body.
neutral assassin.
That just means Courtney's gonna have to hunt down the body to retrieve the sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send
Hope he
me
has fun with that.
Miko's.
I'm sending it. Hope he has fun with that.
You mean Autumn?
No, I'm sending him Miko so he can have my character.
Yeah, but you are also going to send him.
I am also
Right.
sending Autumn, but I'm sending Miko over as well so you can have
What
my
is Autumn?
items.
I forgot. I made it, but I
Half
can't
orc,
remember. Half orc, but what though?
fighter thief.
Oh, interesting. What the hell was I thinking?
So yeah, send me Autumn and send me current Miko, because yep, current Miko is now the Hypno Snake's loot.
Now we have 3 half orcs in the party.
Don't believe Autumn looks like a half orc though.
No, she does.
She does?
No, wait, never mind. I saw charisma and thought it was communist.
No.
Communist 16.
Yeah, no, she doesn't look like a half orc. Or she passes more as human
Not
than
blasted.
anything.
I mean, still, we do have 4, 3 half orcs in the party now, just by just the race in general.
Technically 2. They're not in the party yet. You have to go meet them. But I will be right back. I am still shaking, and I need these half orcs.
Okay. So Autumn. Half orc, good strength rating. Was there anything else of note for you?
Alright. I'm sending the characters. I'm just.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Grills, that running of the snake was good, right? It couldn't do the hypnosis until you could see the eyes, and then you light a torch to
Right.
light a Molotov, and it's, oh hey, there's the eyes, and both the things have infravision, snakes of course have, and so it's like, ow, ow, wince, and then when your eyes clear, it's like, oh, beautiful eyes, and it's doing that thing because now it knows you can see it, and it's swaying back and forth, and your head starts bobbing with it.
Yeah.
And saving throw. If you'd gotten the 20, that would have been different.
Yeah, it checked out.
Here's Miko, and let me make sure I have Autumn how I want her to be.
Hypno snake treasure. Okay, Miko's loot. Let me take a look at you.
I guess you're not getting those spells.
Oof.
Guess you're not getting those spells. So. Have fun finding my body.
I know, because you've got a spell book on you.
That's if it doesn't get burned. I lit a Molotov after all.
This
We
is
did
true.
great.
I'll need to do some rolls. That potion, Miko, that was from the what's it called, right? From the
Mhm.
black
Oh, she had
box.
Oh, not only did she have the potion, she also had the scroll, I guess.
Oof, yeah, you did, didn't you? I don't see that listed though, but But that's right, you would have that scroll, wouldn't you? I'll add that to the loot. Not a terrible spell book.
If you want to continue a session, you guys can. I just gotta fix my character. I don't know if maybe Double M, you're tossing me in again already.
Well,
Sure,
yeah,
we can
I'm
do
thinking
things.
I have an idea for the next encounter. Okay, so Autumn, fuck, okay.
About
Uh,
5 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can send you
Autumn,
the thing. I'm just simply changing weapon and maybe some other things. That's
okay,
about it, though.
we'll touch on this later. Okay, party, everyone ready to get back into it? Vasa, Vi, Greg, Akromid?
I'm ready.
Okay, Vasa and Vi and Greg are all muted. Okay, let me do a ping actually. At Vasa, at Vi, because I remember Aiden went AFK.
I'm
Greg.
here.
Okay.
Barely, but
I know, man. I saw your message. I feel for you. Now, like, party running one guy while everyone else is asleep, that's not what I wanted to do. Mihiko, you kind of forced my hand there, so I tried to run it as evenly without rushing through it, without dawdling on it. I'd like to say I did all right there, but if y'all have comments, complaints, concerns, feel free to message me now, after session, whenever. No retribution, guys. I want feedback if you have it. And yes, I am a heartless bastard for playing with the kids. That I acknowledge. Not pin. Edit. Put a question mark. Okay, I believe Aiden is AFK. I'm gonna give a
How
couple
many
more minutes.
points does a thief get base?
200 for a thief. So yeah, Miko, we can actually hammer a couple details out really quick if you want. That's Denalia specific, since we're waiting for at least one more party member before we continue, okay?
Sure.
Okay, first off, you are not a magic user, correct?
No.
Okay, so, what is your social class?
Social class of her was upper middle.
Upper middle class, nice. Upper middle has plus 15 to the roll, so that becomes 39 to 49 to 54. That bumps you to the next bracket. Okay, you are a half-orc, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how tall are you?
But I 5'2".
5'2", okay.
She's a half orc, but she has a 16 calmness, so I don't know if that plays in anything.
16 common, so you don't appear as half-orc. That actually does play into something there. Because you don't have tusks, so 5'2". Yeah, you have a magic crystal with you that is worth 150 gold pieces. It covers a 3-foot radius, which is 6-foot diameter, which covers you wholly.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see. Did you ever calculate your starting class?
I still in cash? Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's set in stone then. I'll give you a 5% chance.
95.
Alright, good for you, man. So yeah, you're not a magic user. We don't need to worry about spell books or magic dust. So yeah, you're all good to go. In terms of Denalia specifics.
I want. I am a
So, yeah.
thief, so I don't know if that plays into I should know anything.
Voss or Vi, either of you two still here?
I'm still here. I said that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't hear you, man. Okay, so Aiden's still AFK. I want to wait for him. I'll give him another 60 seconds. Pee break, smoke break.
Do I know the Thieves Guild? That's really all I have to ask them.
Thief skills. Okie dokie. You can put up to
Or thieves-
50% in
no,
any
thieves-
skill.
Thieves Guild.
Oh, Thieves Guild. No, Autumn, you are a stranger to this part of the world. You came from the north. You're going to be attached to a traveling caravan that's been moving south. There was an encounter with this creature called a Sandman, you think it's called? It was this being on a camel made entirely out of sand, and he caused a sandstorm. The caravan's been mostly wrecked. You're with like 2 other survivors heading south. You've lost the road. You're going through the desert. Water's running not low, but not great. And yeah. You were the security for the thing, so they're kind of not happy with you over there. But you swung your sword or what have you at it, or fired your bow, and it just went right through it.
All I'm saying was it my fault they got mad?
No, leader of the caravan didn't want to pay it its water. It demanded water, and he's like, no, fuck off.
I don't care. I don't care how they feel then. Not my fault.
Yeah, no, but you can tell they're desperate. Men are desperate and angry, and yeah. So y'all are moving down south, and we'll come back to you later. And like that, I have now incorporated Autumn into the world.
By the way, when you say 50 points max for a skill, is that 50 points put in, and then I can add on to the dex bonus, or
Yes,
50 points total?
50 points put into a skill. Racial bonuses, dexterity, or other skill bonuses are after that. So if you had 25% to climb walls, you could put 50 in and start with 75 and climb walls, for example.
By the way, where is the race bonuses in Thieves?
The
don't know where
DM
that
has
is.
that
I know where
usually.
You know what?
Do you already
Never
have
mind.
that? Like, do you have your racial bonuses for your character already?
I think I do, but I don't know what they are.
What race?
And I kind of wanted to
Half
change
orc.
that a bit. Half orc.
Pretty sure those are in the player's handbook, but I should have
I
them
believe
right
so, yeah.
here.
Centaur, Weemix, Satyr.
Oh, no, I don't have them right here. I didn't copy them since they were in there.
I know where the
these are
dex
age
ones are.
categories.
I've never seen the
All right, hang on. So, these.
Player's handbook, undoubtedly.
Okay, Thieves, page 28. Race of the Thief.
Yep, and there's the half-orc adjustments there. -5 to pickpockets, +5 to open locks, +5 to find, set, remove traps, no adjustment to move silently, hide in shadows, +5 to hear noise, +5 to climb walls, -10 to read languages.
Oh, where do you see this?
Page 28.
Okay, do you
Player's
see the
handbook.
Thief table at the
Oh,
top?
I got it. I found
It's
it. I
under
found it.
that. Yeah.
Race of the Thief
Sorry
gives
about
an
it.
adjustment.
Totally sorry. Because I plan on changing the thief skills, if that's okay.
I'll allow to pre-commit to it, though. Really, if you're going to pull in someone else's character already, but yeah, we're doing this to keep things moving. This is why I want y'all to have backup characters ready, in case you wander off into the desert and get eaten by a hypno snake.
All hail the Hypnotoad.
Yes, all hail the Hypnotoad. Rivet. Croak. Man, Gygax did not want you to hear noises at all. I'm a 17th level thief. I have 55% to hear noise. Okay, so for the rest of the party, because we've given Aiden a lot of time here, and I know he's hyper and everything today, and I feel bad, but for the rest of the party that isn't Miko, which is going to be changed to Autumn shortly, I assume, yeah. Y'all wake up, Miko is not back.
This bodes ill.
Jaziel's outside, Akromid, kind of sniffing the
Okay.
ground.
I will go to Jaziel and produce my crystal ball so that we can communicate. Ask him, did he?
Yeah, so he poked around, and the dark-skinned elf went with him. And yeah, so the tracks went to a point, and then they kind of stopped there. Like, the scent stopped there, dead. Dropped off the face of the universe at that point. There were other man scents around also, but the elf was there, and not that elf scent, I don't know. Not quite sure what's going on.
I'll thank him for his effort.
And yeah, I then went east and hunted, and I don't know what happened to the elf after that. And because I'm assuming at this point you'll be like, hey, where'd the Drogo? You didn't take him for a joyride, did you? Ooh, did not come back. Hey, if he's dead, can I eat him?
Who's a girl?
If she's dead, can I eat her?
Well, I was thinking I'd zombie fire.
Okay. I'll eat the next one. Welcome back, Vi. I got things started, but you're just woken up and breakfast is being served. Miko is not present, and Akromid is out front with Jaziel, holding his crystal ball and looking, and Akromid's looking at Jaziel's looking back, and you can tell they're communicating.
All right.
Good.
That might be stuck in there. All right. I will get my telescope from Jaziel's saddlebag and go up to the roof.
Okay. Looking
and
around.
I will look all around.
Well, it's the desert. You're familiar with it, of course.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity. Nope, okay.
I'm looking for anybody, to include blood hunters.
Oh, funny enough, yeah, no, so there is something approaching from the north. As you home in on it, there is a wagon being pulled by a camel, just one. There are 3 people on the camel. They appear to be heading south, although they seem to have spotted the keeper, are kind of veering towards it.
Okay.
Are you taking the time to take a closer look at them at this point?
Yes, I will.
Okay, well, you look on in. It's 2 humans and another human, it looks like. I don't know what Autumn is wearing. The other humans are in leather armor. And they look pretty haggard, like coated in sand at points, and one of them doesn't even have a weapon, it looks like. And that camel looks like it hasn't had a drink in a while.
Okay.
Autumn, how we doing?
Autumn is wearing chain.
Autumn is wearing chain, okay.
Okay, I'll holler down that we've got company coming in.
Okay. Party. I'm not going to make you all roll perception for that. You all will have heard, or someone will have heard and passed on the message, company incoming. The fighters are going for their weapons, not like, oh no, there's a thing attacking, but okay, make sure you have your shit on you in case they attack. Peter is going up to the top with his bow, Pyramid. And yeah, John and Cassie are heading out to the front.
Okay.
Okay. Is the party doing anything while Autumn's team approaches?
Eating, praying.
Okay, and you said they're coming from the north, and that's where our front door is facing, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'll come down and come outside the front door.
Alright, I have Cassie on your left, John on your right. And yeah, Akromid at about a distance of 150 or so feet, you know, comfortable distance. One of the men waves his hand and calls out, "Hail!" And what are you doing?
I'll respond. I'll hail back.
Alright. And at this point, they've acknowledged each other's presence, so the standard thing is to go forward to comfortable speaking distance. At about 30 feet or so, the camel all but drops dead and stops as they let it rest. And the guy in leather comes up. Autumn, with me. And this guy in leather with a short sword, and Autumn, describe yourself at this point, please.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me fucking. I'm a... Shit.
You're a shit. What?
Autumn is a shit.
I keep getting. I keep hearing Discord pings because someone's messaging in the server. I gotta mute the server.
Alright, take a second if you need to, Autumn. And at some point, I'll need to know a couple items of concern for my cheat sheet.
Right. I am switching her sword.
There's really only one thing I'm concerned about. Comeliness.
Yeah, shut up, Greg.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. What color does she have?
Yeah, I'll have to tell y'all the joke about the rooster sometime.
Is that the one where the guy buys the rooster and it has with all the chickens, and then the next day it does again, and the third day it's lying around and there's vultures circling above it, and the farmer's like, "My God, you screwed yourself to death," and he just stands up and says, "Shut up, you idiot! They're landing."
Yeah. That's it, basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now you've ruined it for everyone else.
I have. That is what DMs do. Ruin things. Alright. So yeah, Golden, when you're done muting that doesn't need to be right now. Just at some point send me that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah.
Autumn is 5'2". I don't think she has any tusks because she has a 16 commonness. Correct.
You do not. You pass
No
for
toss.
human.
Right. And she passes for human. She has dark blonde hair with orange eyes. That's okay. Orange
Wait,
eyes.
dark
I
blonde, you
did
mean
get that
dirty blonde?
okayed by girls.
Orange eyes. I'll allow it. Congratulations, Autumn. You're very special.
Was there anything else about her? She's very well built.
Strong girl. Very strong.
Yeah. She has a bastard sword. Nothing else I can think of at the second. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Well, this guy introduces himself as blah 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 some name and states that his caravan was attacked by Sandman a few miles back and he's separated from it, can't find the damn road. Traveled south hoping to find something. We're desperate. Do you have any water?
I do.
I probably wouldn't be desperate if it wasn't for you.
I'll get him a water skin.
The man will drink from it, pass it to you, Autumn, and you're gonna want to drink from it, you're thirsty. And so on and so forth, pass it around. Thank you, kind stranger. Okay.
And you have come from the north. Did you pass any people in the last day?
Just a couple of large beetles that scurried away when Autumn showed her sword to them. Well, that means she had to kill one of them first. Nicely done, Autumn. And the fucking Sandman, apparently. That's a thing. Never should have left the north.
So you say you're separated from your caravan?
Aye.
See.
We were
Sorry.
heading to Oasis. If you
Any idea
have,
where that is?
yeah, if you have any directions, the fucking compass, anything.
Okay. I'll briefly explain to them that if they continue south, they'll hit the main road that leads to Renvera, and I forgot what's at the other end, Dungeon Master.
Oasis, but you have to
Oasis.
split
Oh,
and go
okay.
north.
Yeah. So I'll tell them that, and
Okay. Now,
yes, they can-
Golden, does Autumn wish to jump ship at this point? Oh, look at these people.
Yes.
They have a setup. So, Autumn, you're going to tell... Well, actually, you tell me. What are you going to tell your people that you're with?
And by the way, if I don't mind me asking, you guys seem like, competent people. Could I work for you guys?
What are your skills?
I'm a pretty good fighter.
Wait a minute, Autumn. We need an escort through the desert. You're not going to abandon us to another Sandman, are you?
We probably wouldn't have had that problem. You just gave over the water. Why'd you even fight about that?
Because it's water in the... You know what? Fine. Fuck you. And he gets back up on his camel and they leave.
And that's what I mean.
And Golden, thank you for letting me do that. That was great. plus 5 XP to Autumn. Because no one likes to have that shouted at them, and even though that was pure roleplay, I don't want any hard feelings to be had.
Well then, Autumn, I suggest you join us for breakfast.
Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
I am a Crormead,
Nice to meet you. Do I know?
and I'll do the
Crowley?
steepled fingers thing.
She will thump her chest.
Chest thump. Oh yeah. Cassie's kind of chuckling. Do those fellows know that they're headed to? Wow. Those guys sounded like dicks. Nice to meet you, Autumn. I'm Cassie, and she'll offer a handshake.
She'll shake her hand.
Alright, yeah.
You're
Cassie's got a
idiots.
strong grip, not as good as yours, obviously. And John does a chest thump and introduces himself as John. And Peter, who was watching from up above with the bow at the ready, but not notched or drawn, heads on down.
She'll wave.
He'll wave back. And Autumn is now integrated into the party. Appreciate everyone's coordination with that. Back on track.
All right. While breakfast is still being prepared, I will go inside and break out the old crystal ball again.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Autumn, you know what this thing is. I shouldn't need to describe it to you over and over. Mead's Keep. Mead's Keep. Bottom text. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know.
Crowmead, you break out yonder crystal ball.
Yep.
What are you
Okay.
looking for?
Inaros first.
Failure.
Okay. Miko second.
Let's see, you've spent enough time with Miko. She is personally well known. You come across the visage of a body in a snake pit. There's a snake on top of it. Brilliantly
Okay.
colored.
And obviously dead.
Yeah, no, but she's dead. Greg, plus 10 XP. Congratulations, man. You've played up the horny orc
But it's
beautifully.
in a it's in a pit, so there's no real landmarks for me to go off of.
No.
All right. Put the crystal ball away.
Look, that is my roleplay for the night.
Hey, you're doing a great job, Vader. I know you're barely here, and I appreciate it. Greg is going to become a compendium of STDs if he tries to keep this up. Oh, that gives me a great idea
And
for a
he'll find
magic
a
item.
cleric.
This is true. Okay, so party. What are yonder all doing
That's
after
strong.
breakfast? Well, the Chromie is typing it
How
in game.
strong does Greg look, by the way?
Well, he is exceptional human strength.
18 exceptional.
Oh.
That's as much as
All
you're
I'm
getting.
asking. Okay. I was gonna ask
Autumn,
for
you're
low,
probably
medium, or
the
high.
strongest one
That's what-
here by looking at muscles. I mean, heck, that Acromid fellow, he looks pretty weak. No huge building muscles. He's obviously fit, and he's got some muscle definition, but he's definitely not exceptional.
Have I heard of any stories about a Cormid?
No, they
then
haven't
just
made
walk.
that way up north.
Okay.
And I'll tell them this over breakfast.
Yeah, at this point, Kassan's giving you that look at Chromie. The what do we do now?
Here you go, look. But remember, the Arania should be coming by today.
Grills, if you're counting day 111 when they said that roughly they'd be done with their spells, that's tomorrow actually.
Well, I know I told them to send a couple of people over because I'd be back in a day or two with stuff for them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
So I'm going to point out to Kassan because I got like, what was it, 100 paper?
Mm-hmm.
50 of that is for them, as well as half of the ink. I'll point out the livestock animals that I brought that are for them. And I think that's all I had for them at this time. But, and that she might want to mention breeding the animals instead of just eating them all. But that's up to them.
Okay.
I don't know if they know how to farm animals. I might have to get them a text on that.
I'll have to check for that, girls. But okay, Kasan. Okay, so she claims she'll attempt to handle it if you're not in when they show up, and she'll
Yeah.
portion it out and so on and so forth. And she'll keep an eye out for an Aros. Odds are the poor girl spent the night out there, and
Well,
hopefully she didn't find a snake pit either.
I think if she were dead, I would be able to find her. So she may be screened. There are ways of defeating the divination magics.
That's not good.
So, remember, keep Critter close at all times.
And at this point, she's going over to Volt and Chrome and whispering, and you can catch it, Chromid. Unless the two of you want to end up like your sister, stay in the keep. I don't know what's going on with her. Hopefully she's okay. But
All right, so
leave.
I'll explain, everyone. We need to try and find an Aros today, if we can. I know she was headed north. If we cannot find her, maybe we will be able to recover Miko. Although, where the snake pit is, I know not. So, yeah, Dungeon Master, we're going to eat. And before we get going, I do have one more chore while I've got so much manpower available. We need to get the ballista up on the roof.
Alright, the human fighters are down for it. I'm going to let y'all figure out the logistics of that for a second.
Well-
It should be possible.
Well, Cassie is strong, Autumn is strong, I'm strong, and
Greg.
Smasher is strong. So,
Greg.
Greg
also.
also. Okay. So between some ropes and people on top pulling and people down below pushing, does that seem feasible, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, it seems feasible. Ooh, good news. Miko didn't set herself on fire as she fell.
Okay, so yeah, once we get the ballista up there on the roof and the ammo to go with it, yeah, give everybody 5 minutes to rest, get their riding situation, because I don't know if the party wants to take horses or wagons.
You said that Miko was in a snake pit, right? If we're gonna kill the snake, it might have shit, or maybe we want to skin it, bring the skin back.
Yes, if we find it.
So then we probably want to bring a wagon, right?
At least one, I would imagine. Anyhow, get mounted up, people. However you're going to ride or travel.
Well, entertain me a little bit.
But at least other than people, the wagons will be empty. So,
So yeah, that's a good point. When are the arena showing up? Oh, funny story about that. Knock, knock, knock at the door, and we can probably blitz through this, possibly actually. Yeah, Akarami, it's the arena. And,
okay. Have
yeah.
them come in.
Well, okay, so now there's the thing. There's the knock at the door, you open it, doesn't look like there's... Well, actually, hold on. You have detection viz, possibly. Oh, yeah, you actually see them this time. 4 of them, and they explain they're staying invisible based on the web mother's, oh my goodness, the in-character chat is great. So yeah, based on the web mother's suggestion, they're going to keep invis on when possible, and ask about the various trade and such. One of them has a large sack. Actually, hold on, how much does a large sack hold? I think it holds 100 gold pieces at most. Give me a second, I gotta check. Point is, they have a way of carrying around coins, and they appear to have brought coins.
Okay.
Yeah, they've brought a large sack of coins.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hand them over, like I said, half of the paper that I purchased and the ink.
Okay.
And
They're going to ask how much you want to charge for that, or how much you plan to charge for that.
I figure whatever you're comfortable paying.
We know not the prices of the human cities, so do not take offense if it is too low. A gold piece for the for each sheet of paper, making that 50. And I don't know for the for the ink. How many vials are you giving over, essentially?
Enough ink for the amount of paper.
Alright, I don't know how much that is. They'll pay 5 gold for that also, for 55 total.
Okay, I will laugh and smile.
As predicted.
And I will tell them what the paper actually costs.
I'm actually curious, because I don't have that off the top of my head.
2 gold pieces of sheet.
2 gold pieces. Oh wow, they're actually decently close. Alright, they'll double that then. So 100 for 50 sheets. And then... I don't know about the ink. I forget how much a bottle equals. Blech.
Okay.
So for the sake of easy numbers, 150 sound good?
Sure.
Okay, 150 gold pieces. They'll count it out in coins. They brought a sack of coins.
Okay. I'll just hand it over to Kasan. And I'll explain that I also got them livestock. And that they might want to breed some of the animals instead of just buying more and more and eating them all.
Breeding takes time, but that's not a bad idea. How much do you want for them? Again, Man City prices are contradictory, confusing, and irrational.
Yes, I wasn't charging you for them. Take them.
Your gift is greatly accepted, of course. And yeah, guys, Acromedia is talking to a bunch of invisible fucking spiders. Like, I know, you all are aware of them out of character. In character, it should be a bit more shocked about that, but apparently in character chat has been pretty interesting. And I mean, actually
Otto's been talking to them, and I don't think she's realized what's happening over there.
Alright. So, regardless, yeah, they will accept your gift, and you probably have ropes around the necks or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they might be invisible, but you can hear them. So, yeah.
And they make these click, 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 click as they talk. It's concerning.
I've met them, and at this... Oh, what the hell is that? Why is that touching me? What the fuck are
See,
you...
that's the response you should have. Good job, Vi. 1 XP for your roleplay.
I'll take it.
I love this campaign.
And I will also give these guys a rundown that we're missing 2 of our people. The dark-skinned elf and one of the younglings.
Okay, we will keep an eye out in our patrols. Sadly, we
and I will also give this batch the rundown that I gave the Web Queen about the blood hunters.
Web Queen told us. Share
Yes.
it with all the scouts as they came in. We are on guard and keeping an eye out.
Yeah, they are without honor. So, yeah, I don't know how they want to handle the logistics, being invisible and trying to move their animals.
They're moving the animals while invisible. They don't have a better option. Well, actually, hold on.
Okay.
Wait. 4 of
I
us.
don't
How many
know.
animals?
It couldn't have been too many, Dungeon Master. I mean, we would have had the animal tethered to the back of the wagons and following.
Point is,
us.
they'll cast invisibility on 4 of the things. Each one of them has an invisibility in memory, and boom.
Okay, if they need to make multiple trips, you know, and I'm going to point out which animals are theirs, and yeah.
Alright, so they will, over the course of the day, be able to walk those over, assuming no encounters. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Okay.
That reminds me, I gotta roll for the keep morning. Good. 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 Okay. Vi, you need to pick a lane between knowing what sex is and not knowing what sex is.
Well, there is a difference. Knowing the male anatomy and how it functions does not also, mean they know how sex works.
Okay.
There is 2 differences there.
Okay. You're breaking my brain here, but okay. I'm too tired to deal with this, so I am dropping it. So, regardless, party. We want to have a party. We need to have a party. We better have a party.
So, after I've dealt with the Spider-Man. I've dealt with them, and yeah, they're taken care of, and then I will get the party mount up.
And they're double checking the spells, but the scrolls should be ready. They will deliver them tomorrow.
Very good.
just going over the work, making sure it's good, which obviously takes time, but that's today for them. And they ask if your spells are also ready, and I'm assuming you're informing them, yeah, drop by your spells, and I'll have my woman, if I'm not there, exchange mine, correct?
Yeah. Kazan has your spells. They've been ready a long time.
All right.
Oh,
Well, in that
ask them
case-
if they know of any snake pits in the area.
Ooh. Damn. Nope. Well, hold on. There's 4 of them. Nope. And oh my god. Hey, a 2. Thank you. 20, 18, 16, 2. One of them does know. Okay. There are a few snakes in the area. Do you have a description of what it looks like that I could point you in the right one?
I'll describe it to them.
Oh, nasty snake, that one. Let me see what they know about it. It's a solo snake, doesn't have any brood, which means that it's very strong, of course. It lies to the, not very south of here, but to the west of here, southwest-ish. And yeah. It saw us at one point and started to sway, and we backed off. Swaying snakes of a bright color, venomous, spitting, we're not sure.
Well, I'll see if I can eliminate that.
And they'll give you some rough pointers on where it could be.
Okay. In that case, Dungeon Master, yeah, that they're taken care of. I plumb them for information and score.
Mm-hmm.
All right, as soon as the party is mounted up, we are going to head out following their directions, looking for that snake pit first, since it sounds close.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's close. It's only about a mile away.
All right, can I go for a couple of drags real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
For YouTube and Craig's benefit, Greg, Vi, and Autumn are currently in a 2-on-1 sparring match of Greg's manliness versus Vi and Autumn's general disgust of that. Everyone is role-playing beautifully, and I hope no one is taking this personally, because it's very entertaining.
Oh, no, not taking it personal or anything.
Giddy. So.
I'm playing my character as well as I can.
I appreciate, Vi, that you ended up choosing not to go after the kids in Aros, because I know that as Scorpius's character, that was killing you. So that is appreciated there. That must have been hard.
It was.
I know.
And it was even worse not going after Miko.
Damn shame it's not intelligent. I could use it as a guard.
You're already thinking about how to use the snake.
Damn straight I am.
I fucking knew it. Okay, so party. Obviously, it's been a few hours since dawn at this point. I have not been keeping up with time as well as I should. Regardless, yeah, party. What are y'all doing at this point?
Loading up and moving out. We're headed for that snake pit.
Right, loading up, moving out, headed for the snake pit. Okay, Greg, at this point, Cassie is going to essentially grab you by the ear. Hey, Mr. Walker says we're moving out. Keep it in your pants. Let's go.
How many wagons are we taking?
Looks like all 3. I mean, unless y'all want to go on horseback. That's up to y'all. But we're definitely taking 1 wagon. The other 2 are optional. It's up to y'all.
We don't have enough horses for that.
By the way, Autumn, Vi, Greg, the NPCs probably would have been participating in that conversation, but I'm in 3 places at once and in no brain space to NPC them properly.
Well, in that case, Dungeon Master, since we don't have enough horses for everybody to ride a horse, yeah,
I've updated the wagon formation.
they're wagon
Neato.
riders.
Okay, Chromie, Jaziel, Wagon 1, Autumn driving with Vi, John, Peter driving, Cassie, Greg, and Vasa. Duly noted. Okay, so how fast is the party moving?
2.5 miles an hour.
2.5 miles an hour.
So we'll be there in about 10 minutes.
20 minutes or so, yeah.
That's the thing with charisma checks. They really only work against NPCs. Because otherwise, I think I've been on fire with these flirts.
11. Yeah, you're okay. Okay, so at this point, party, you all load up onto the wagons, and you're moving on, and you've got a Chromie driving the way with Jaziel, that hell horse. Yeah, Autumn, that horse is terrifying. It looks at you and it's licking its chops, with a forked tongue sliding over its fangs, and yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so the party will move for about 17 to 18 or so minutes, traveling pretty fast, all things considered.
Okay.
And you will reach a section of the desert where there's a small rocky outcropping. And Chromie, you heard from the arena that the nest is inside the outcropping, kind of
Okay.
obscured from the thing, so it's not immediately obvious. So is the party dismounting to walk closer, or staying on wagon back and urging the horses up this outcropping?
Yeah, I think we
I
need
had
to
one
go on.
last thing.
I think we need to go on foot if it's that rocky. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to describe this properly, but words are going to fail me here. So it's not like you have to climb up a cliff or anything. There's like a section of the desert where there are a small hill here, a small hill there, and in the center of that it levels out again and makes kind of a nest, and that is where the hypnosnake has made its nest.
All right. Yeah,
So
let's
you
take
can
the
walk in there just fine. You can even probably fit a wagon.
Yeah, let's walk in.
Alright, so the party is dismounting. Who is walking in first, second, third, etc.? You can go up to 3 wide here if you want, and you can try and push for more.
Yeah, I'm typically the tip of the spear. So no point changing that now.
So the same formation underneath the wagon formation, just change out Miko with Autumn,
Sure,
just to make it easier.
That
that
works.
works. Okay, well, party. Y'all are approaching. The NPCs in heavier armor and players in heavy armor, of course, making the quicking and clacking. And Vasa is my spirit animal right about now. Anyways, y'all will approach this thingy. Chromate in the lead. And Chromate, as you get close, you hear this hissing noise from inside. This outcropping deal. Are you proceeding forward at usual pace?
Yes, I am cautiously.
Okay. Well, as you enter this thing and look around, the snake thing is there, hissing and looking at you with those gorgeous eyes that I described, and saving a throw, please, as it starts to sway back and forth, back and forth.
Natural 20.
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, that's hypnotic, alright, but it's not putting you to sleep. Anyway, party, Ikromi, everyone else behind him, options. Crossbow collar spray. Hypnotize that bitch. Alright, I know I'm gonna have to go to the PHP to look this up.
Okay, I'm just trying not to destroy the loot. That's my thing.
Do we see more than one, or are there more? Or
There is just
the
one.
Okay.
If their level is less than or equal to that of the spellcaster.
I might not need to cast, depending on the crossbow.
Saving throw. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just checking. So first, let's do this thingy. And, yeah. Let's see, I believe we're still missing... You've got the NPC fighters hanging back after Chromate, because the Chromate, you're... And then... They don't know what the verbal component is, they're hanging back to see what it does, in case it's like a fireball or some shit. But after that goes off, if the thing is still alive, they will rush forward to kill it. Okay, at this point, I think everyone's locked their actions in. After color spray. Okay. So yeah, Chromate, roll to hit, as this thing, has failed to do that, so it's moving forward.
16 and a 16.
That both of those hit, dice your damage, and what kind of poison is on those bolts?
It was my last dose of Ostiago.
What's the
Well,
save for that? What's it? What's the effect?
I
Oh wait,
don't
that's right.
remember.
Death demons.
Yeah, and the other one is giant scorpion.
Okay, so it's save versus the death demon. Giant scorpion. It failed. That's save or die. Chromate. Funk.
All right, so I'm not casting my spell then.
You go to cast and oh, it's dead. And Cassie walks on up and stabs it through the eye.
Okay,
Digs her
retrieve
sword
my
around.
retrieve my crossbow bolts.
Okay, standard rolls.
Yay, I
Hey!
got a
What's this thing?
This is a hypnosnake. Creature catalog, page 70.
How big is it?
How big is it? This one's about 12 feet long.
And the skin is barely damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, produce a. Well, no, it's daytime. All right, check for loot and Miko's body.
Uh-huh. So yeah, as you look around, you will find Miko's corpse. And most of the stuff was there. I will say the backpack was ripped into a bit and the shit kind of spilled out there, and the rations that were in there are gone. Otherwise, yeah, party. There is some gold, silver, a gem, another gem. Just I'm gonna have to post exactly what's what. But the point is, I have the treasure. There's also several hundred, and by hundred, I of course mean a few thousand copper coins. In this
Okay,
thing.
Vi, you still have those sacks, right?
Yes.
Well, do you mind breaking those out again so we can get all this treasure sacked up and thrown onto one of the wagons?
Sure.
All right, so Dungeon Master, with the party's assistance, we want to get all the loot picked up, as well as Miko and Miko's stuff, and get all that carried back to the wagons.
Miss Walker, may I have the snake meat? I'm assuming we're taking it back to the keep.
Oh
the
yeah, we're
skin?
taking that snake. I suppose so. Just try and do a nice job when you skin it. That skin is probably worth something.
Okay, I'm looking at this to make
Okay.
sure I'm not giving anything away.
And Dungeon Master, I'll sniff the stuff that we're getting, like the gem and anything else that isn't off of Miko.
Well, the coins, which is the only thing that isn't off of Miko,
Okay,
and
I'm
they're
not
getting are
sniffing the
not
coins.
magical.
Yeah, I'm not sniffing the coins. And I'm redosing my crossbow bolts.
Okay, duly noted. And yeah, those of you that knew Miko will recognize several of her items, of course.
Okay.
The 100 gold piece gem has a verification paper with it identifying it as such, saving you all that time. The other gem you're not sure about, and if anyone touches or sniffs or listens to that, actually we lost the
You
listener.
spelled Miko's loot. Miko
I
wrong.
did. That's because I've been spelling Miko wrong the whole time, so I say Miko instead of Miko. Anyway, so Miko had a magic crystal. I don't think anyone here knew the exact value of it, so I have not stated it. You'll need to have that identified. But that is indeed a magic crystal, miasma repelling.
I'm be real with you, Double M. I didn't even know.
No, you did. You actually had it listed down.
Oh, did I have it listed? Oh, okay. I forgot
Okay,
it completely.
as far as the stuff that we picked up off of Miko, Greg, if you want to hold on to this potion for now, and Vi, this scroll until I've had a chance to look at it. But, it's an unknown, so save it for you're desperate.
Kurumi, do you know what the
Just
scroll
wish
is?
boss.
Kurumi, do you know what the scroll is, right?
Yeah, we've already identified that. It's the scroll of
Miko
ancient
read
magic.
that scroll.
It's a scroll of what?
Protection
Well,
against
grass
magic.
summoning, obviously.
Oh, okay, I do know what that is. In that case, I'm going to hang on to that scroll for now. 'Cause,
Just put it in the character sheet. Oh,
then keep it there. Go ahead and keep it there, Lydia. Just again, don't use that unless you absolutely have to.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And with that, Dungeon Master, after we get the treasure and Miko and the snake, which is technically treasure at this point, onto the wagons, then we're going to adjust course and head north. And when I say adjust course, because we came, southwest to get here?
So you're heading northeast until you hit the appropriate point to go pure north, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, mid. What is the party doing with Miko's body?
Putting him on the wagon. Her.
Putting
Him.
her
Whatever.
on the wagon.
Sure,
Okie
her.
dokie.
Sir, her.
Okay, in that case, party heading north. Both north there. Okay, you'll get back to the go north section easy enough. Okay.
All right.
And then the party is heading north. How fast and how long?
About 2.5 miles an hour. And Dungeon Master, reminder, I am going to be using my telescope. I'm trying to spot, of course, Inaros or anyone or anything else, but specifically Inaros. Let's give it about what time do I think it is?
It's maybe an hour till lunch, or till midday
shit.
to be more specific.
All right. Well, at lunchtime we will stop, but we're going to go aside from that for, say, 3 hours, maybe three, a little over 3 hours.
3 hours
way
plus
we-
a lunch break, okay.
Yeah, that way, we can still get back by nightfall or close to it.
Okay. Well, party, mark off 1 ration for lunch, as y'all will travel north, and Akromede's looking around, and y'all are looking around, and the desert is barren. Nothing jumps out to attack you. I was so worried about rolling up encounters, and I can't freaking, yeah. I could... The Hypno Snake is the only thing so far that's been an encounter. It's insane. Anyways, so after about 3 hours of traveling north, the party obviously stopped for lunch. It's like 2-something in the afternoon, and y'all haven't seen hide nor hair of Inaros.
Damn. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep sacrificing my people to the nighttime desert.
But it's
Shit.
so much fun. I'm joking.
All right. I'll tell you what, we'll go another half hour, and if we're coming in a little after dark, that'll be fine. So we'll keep looking for her for another half hour.
Okie dokie. Give me a second here, because I finally rolled an encounter. Okay. Ooh, I should use that again. Huh, I'll be damned. I will use that again. Well, party, y'all travel, and after another... Oh, wow. 20 or so minutes, y'all are about ready to pack it up and go. Ikorome, do you feel, and everyone, you don't need a perception check for this too much. Although, actually, no, everyone give me perception checks. Let me start here. Cassie makes it. John makes it. Peter makes it. Jaziel
Make it.
makes it.
I do not.
Did you say I noticed this already, or was I included in the perception
You're included
check?
in that, Ikorome.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Oof. Don't worry, Jaziel noticed
Rolled a
and you're on,
4.
Jaziel. Yeah, party, for those of you that pass your perception checks, the ground is rumbling slightly.
Dismount.
Okay. Well, Ikorome obviously you'll notice
You
the
get a
people looking
20.
around, and then you'll be clued in, so this will be a little bit later. What is everyone
Okay.
else doing?
Oh, whenever I notice it, I would pull out my swords.
Okay, everyone else who has passed, what are you doing? Alright, well, the NPCs are looking around. Did you hear that? Did you feel that? And at this point, Autumn and Ikorome, y'all are aware of this. Getting ready just in case, in game chat. Autumn, what's this rumbling? Okay. So yeah, Autumn and Ikorome, you'll be aware of the thing. Ikorome is typing, and yeah, the NPCs have weapons drawn. Peter's gotten his bow out. Spread out.
Question: would I know would I know the sandworms at all?
Autumn, you've heard about purple worms choking on meat. No, I'm joking. You've heard about purple worms and other terrors that burrow underneath the ground. Leviathan, the sand dragon. You have not heard of, but you're familiar that there's some monster in there. So, okay, party. I have the NPCs spreading out to the south, southeast, and southwest, respectively.
I mean, it's spreading out as well.
Likewise.
Autumn is ready to completely just jump out of where she's standing if she feels it under her feet.
Alright, yeah, most of the NPCs are shifting nervously. The animals are kind of nervous too. And the rumbling rumbles. And the rumbling is getting stronger. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 party members. Oh. No. Oh, fuck me. Drop my D10
And
again.
some horses.
And some horses, that's 10. Exactly.
Why would you mention the horses?
1, 2,
You can.
3, 4,
So we don't
5.
have a party member that potentially gets eaten?
6. 6 is Cassie. Swing, bada bada. Right. Oof.
I get the row.
Sure, Cassie, give me a d20.
10.
10. Alright, you're in luck. I'm going to accept the better of the 2 results that I rolled. Cassie, what is that? Oh, actually, she would have made it either way. Haha. Yeah. Guys, Cassie goes wide-eyed for a second and throws herself to the side as the ground underneath her rumbles and spits up a... give me a second to find it, because it's a creature catalog item. Page this. I apologize, I should have had this on standby. There it is. Now, do note that the picture shows this thing in water. That is not the case. This is burrowing out of the sand.
Oh, if it's a fucking weapon. Oh, man.
Leviathan.
No. No, it's not a Leviathan.
It's a thingy you all are fighting. So yeah, party. Okay. Crossbow, vertical LB.
Lightning bolt.
Okay. A vertical lightning bolt targeting the head since it's up in the sky. Good call.
And it won't hit any of my party members.
Yeah, unless it bounces against the skybox, which, hey, we don't do that here.
Well, it will bounce off of the ground, but it'll just go straight back up into the air. So, yeah. People always think horizontally with lightning bolts. No, I'm
I forgot.
casting vertical.
Add into the loot from Miko. Add in the spellbook also, Miko's spellbook.
Yeah, I had an eye out for that.
I apologize, I almost completely forgot about that.
Because we had an arrangement, so I know that there are a couple of spells in there that I don't have yet. Well, I do now.
Oh, that's right, hold on, I gotta check something. Oh! Give me a second, party, I almost forgot something. Yeah, okay,
Do I have time for it?
small retroactive thingy here. 1, 2, 3. Vasa, give me a perception check. You're gonna have to change your awesome there, Voss. It's gonna happen, like, at the start of this round. I apologize, because I fucked it up. Okay, you make the perception check. The ground under you is rumbling, Vasa.
Should I go get a smoke real quick?
It shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
Greg, I'm still waiting for your action, by the way.
Right.
Vasa evading.
Just
Vasa, give me a d6.
Would having the shield hiked up on my arm to do two-handed weapon, and would that get rid of the armor class bonus?
It would reduce the armor class bonus from the shield completely, yes. And it would
You would
delay
actually
your
have to
attack.
drop this shield, actually. Because you got a medium shield, and that's not something you can really put up on your arm. Like a buckler.
Yeah.
you have a buckler.
Seven.
You can do it.
Okay, duly
That's an
noted.
Umberhead. I'm pretty sure I'm blind a buckler.
Okay. This is technically occurring in the round, but Vasa, this thing will miss you. Greg attacking one-handedly, shield in the other hand. Okay. Okay, crossbow, casting magic missile instantly. You prepared to cast magic missile at command. You obviously can't start it unless you're like planning to start it right as the thing surfaces. So the second it pops out, however you're ready, you've got the thing in your head. So that will take 5 seconds instead of the usual 6. Let's call it for the sake of expediency. Autumn moving towards the worm to attack twice if I can. Okay, Vasa evading away. That's your option for the round. Attacking one-handed, flanking to the right. Okay, now I need to figure out for the NPCs. Yeah, fuck it, they're gonna help Cassie. Okay, so the one on Cassie is A, the one by Vasa will be B, as Vasa will dodge away as this thing tries to get the jump on her, but fails. So there are 2 of them, one by Cassie, one by Vasa. Cassie's is A, Vasa's is B. Designate your targets, people. NPCs are attacking A.
Okay then. Oh.
Alright. That being said, Acromede, you're attacking A?
Yep.
Okay, in that case, roll to hit with the crossbow. Twice, obviously.
10 and 16.
10 and 16. Let me double check their armor class. Okay, they have that armor class. 10 and 16 at your level almost definitely hits. Let me just check. Attacking at 8th level, 10 hits. Dice your damage for both. And these are both with Scorpion Venom, of course.
Okay. Damage is a total of 7.
Total of 7 damage to A. So let me mark that off.
Boom, boom.
Okay, and now I need to roll its saving throw. It saves as a that level fighter. Give me a second. Fighter, that versus poison, paralyzation, blah, blah, blah. Fail! And pass, but it doesn't matter because the first one failed. Okay, this thing slumps to the ground dead, the one that was on Cassie.
Changing my target for the lightning bolt.
Okay. NPCs are going to reroute their attacks, of course. Those of you that are attacking A, I'm going to assume that you're switching to B. Autumn, you never specified which one, but okay, you're moving to B. Okay, so you're casting Lightning Bolt. That's a 3-segment casting time, if I recall correctly, but you're slightly hurt by crossbow. Vice, magic missile's going to go off. Peter draws back his bow and is about to fire. Does he fire before the thing goes? Yes, he does, so he will be able to redirect it. That'll take him a second or 2 more to redirect the attack. Vasa, you've evaded away. Greg, you're moving up to B. Autumn, you're moving up to B. Cassie and John are not getting to B this round, or if they are, it's at the end of it. Vi, magic missile. Vi, dice your damage for that magic missile.
Max damage, 5.
Hoorah! Okay, you sting that thing bad, and it hisses, and yeah, it's making these terrible noises. The other one crumples to the ground, and I need to check morale for this thing. Oops. Actually, what is their intelligence? Let me double check that, because they probably have morale. They're animals.
Now remember, the
Intelligence 5,
creature catalog morale listings are on a D12.
D12, yeah, so about half the time. Thank you for that, by the way, though, Grills.
You're welcome.
And with a 95, that's a pretty solid percentile roll there. So yeah, it's not, like, even with the adjustments made, that's not dying just yet. It's gonna try and fight. Stupid thing. Okay, 3 segments on that. Peter, roll to hit. That's you, Vasa. Actually, no, that's Autumn. What am I saying? As Peter uses his bow.
Vasa's already typing.
Alright, then let Vasa do it. Or whoever does it first gets it. A 10. Peter at that level. Yeah, 10 will not hit that armor class. Peter's first shot goes wild. Okay, let's see. Crossbow, vertical bolt, lightning bolt on the casting magic missile done. Moving up, ranged attack. Moving up to attack the worm twice. Autumn, do you have ambidexterity?
Yes, I do.
Okay, in that case, roll to hit.
And a high dex.
What are you attacking with, by the way?
2 long swords.
2 long swords,
And
okay. What's your dexterity,
loaded.
17 or greater?
It is a 17.
Okay, duly noted. In that case, you have no penalties on your rolls to hit. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I attack at a 3rd level fighter.
Okay, duly noted. Roll to hit.
Don't forget your strength when you roll.
That too. What is this? Let me look at it. Plus 2 to hit.
Plus 2? Are you in the...
She's
Sadly, that is a
18.
miss.
Yeah. Is it not?
You're messaging me your exceptional strength rating. But regardless, even if you have another plus or 3 onto that, that's not hitting just yet. Yeah, that's +2. Thank you.
It should be crit right next to it.
It is.
Okay.
I was just wondering.
Okay, so that's good there. Evading away. Greg, rolled a hit on your attack.
Okay.
Dice
20.
percentage! And take your XP, you dirty whore. This is with the thing. That would be slashing. 21. Triple damage. Dice your damage.
This is large, right?
This is large.
B12, shouldn't it?
These
Oh,
are smaller
it's
than purple
D12.
worms. Yep, D12.
Plus.
Too bad you didn't two-hand it. That would have been awesome. I think I forgot to have the party dice initiative here.
Damn.
Alright, maximum damage of 12 becomes 40, and
No,
that,
that's a 4.
4 triple damage
not one.
becomes 12.
Right, 12.
The dice
That's
giveth
what
and the
I'm
dice
doing.
taketh away. That's pretty good, though. You did some good damage to it. Okay, at this point, it's this thing's attack. Now I need to determine what it's going to do. Oh, it's opting for the breath weapon. Okay. Let me read up on that real quick.
Yeah, I recognize the picture and I know what it's called, but I got to admit I don't know this monster inside now.
Bloody Girls got off his spell by now?
It's gonna happen basically concurrently. Okay, yeah. Breath weapon damage is... Let me double check. It's not too bad. Okay, and this is... Let me check. A line of fire 50 feet long by 5 feet wide, and it is prioritizing... who is it prioritizing? It was trying on Vasa. Oof. Oh no, I tried to hit Vasa, and now who's it hitting? 1, 2,
Probably the one who just crit it.
Yeah, I actually... Oof, yeah, it will try and go for Greg. Alright, Greg, give me a saving throw versus breath weapon.
Roll the 20. Roll the 20.
19. Nice.
Close
Save for
enough.
half. Take 4 points of damage as you manage to dodge out of the way as this thing breathes fire like a freaking flamethrower. You know, it like scorched your side for a second, but you dodged out of the way at the last thing, and... Oorah, Greg. Oorah. Okay, Mistwalker.
Fire, then it's immune to fire.
Taste
Dice.
the rainbow, bitch.
Yeah. Lightning bolt.
10, 20,
Oof.
30, 33 hit points of damage. Wait, did I roll enough dice? 4, 6, 8. Oh, I'm sorry, 35.
35's checking to see if it saves. This is versus spell. Fighters at that level save at 11. It got a 12, so it does save for half. What was that, 35 at the end?
35.
15, 16, 17 points of damage as it lightning bolted. Becomes 30, becomes 26. Ooey.
Taste the rainbow.
Guys, this thing is trying to flee at this point. Parting shots. Which is to say that Akura Midvai, you're done for the round. Let's see. Cassie gets to attack, John gets to attack, Peter gets to attack, Autumn, you get to
I don't
attack.
get a parting shot?
It's still technically halfway through the round here. Like at segment 7 or so. But you know what? Sure, you can get a parting shot if you'd like. Okay, that's going to be a nope.
Greg, do parting shots since
Greg,
he's
go
close.
for a parting shot. You're close. It tried to breath weapon you. Crit, crit, crit.
No.
Oof.
Failed.
Oh, wait, hold on. That was Vi. Crit, crit, crit. 11. Greg, what do you attack as again?
At third.
11 at
at
third.
third.
Let me check. At third fighter, 11. Oof. Nope. Okay.
Dungeon Master,
Mm-hmm.
can I take a parting shot?
What are you going to take a parting shot with?
Thrown dagger. I wear a bandolier of daggers.
This is true. Alright, I'll let you take a parting shot.
That's
Woohoo!
what I threw.
Crap, I fumbled.
Dice percentage.
80.
80.
Eight-
Let me check that then.
80.
80. Melee
hope that's not
fumble,
hit
thrown
ally.
weapon fumble, 80. Hit ally, no damage. Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me a D8.
5.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you throw the dagger and it smacks Cassie in the back. As Cassie rolled a hit. Oh, no damage, but you did hit them. Duly noted.
8.
8. Cassie, with your pluses at your level, becomes a that. Cassie, dice your damage. You are doing short sword damage versus large, which is a d8. You know what, Vasa? I'll give you a parting shot.
Because
4.
that dagger gave you the forward motion. to
Yeah,
make that
okay,
hit.
so Cassie does that much damage against it. Dice percentage!
4.
4. That's with a what exactly? Melee weapon? Miss
think
off balance
open
penalty of
palm.
4 to AC, no dex bonus to AC, next attack at minus
Yes.
with fist. Miss off balance penalty of 4 to AC, no dex bonus to AC, next attack at minus 8 to hit. Okay. John rolled a hit, and Peter rolled a hit.
Okay.
That's
Someone,
like the second time
bonuses?
Cassie's been shot in the back.
yeah,
No bonuses.
just roll. I'll apply bonuses.
I'm going to blame
7.
it that he stepped in the line of fire.
Yeah, basically. Okay, John
Yeah.
swings and misses. Peter rolled a hit, crit. Please, Peter, crit, and get max damage on a quad crit. I want to see it. 15. That will actually be a hit. Dice damage of a d6. Oh! 3. Oh, if you'd gotten a 6, that would have killed it. As party, this thing dives below the surface right as Peter sinks an arrow into its tail, and it flees.
I assume that means it burrowed back into the ground.
It is burrowing back into the ground. The rumbling,
Oh.
starts again as it burrows and fades.
Huh.
Alright. New post-fight. Advancing time. And I need the bathroom. Oops.
Just
BRB.
watch for any 3 minutes.
All right, well, he's to the bathroom. I'm going to go get a couple of drags real quick.
Okay, I'm back. I heard a crewmate going to get a smoke. Let's see. Vi going for 3 minutes studying. Duly noted. Let's see. Recover daggers and bolts. Reload and redose. Let's see. Peter is going to go for his one shot that went wild. He will not find it quickly by scanning, so he's given up on that. John didn't do any missile fire. Cassie didn't do any missile fire. And she still got her sword, so she's good. John's got all his shit. No one took any damage on their end. Greg, are you doing anything special at this time, since everyone else has entered their actions?
Do you want me to do something special?
I don't know. Do you want to do something special?
It depends on the something special.
Something's got me
It
special.
would, I wouldn't.
It would.
I'm going to have to pick up some more venom. Okay.
XP calculation.
Oh, and Dungeon Master or Quarrel Mead will say something to Cassie about you stepped in my line of fire. Sorry about that, but I'm glad that the pommel hit you and not the tip.
Didn't even feel it.
Good. Anyhow, yeah, we're gonna. While we're waiting for Vi's 3 minutes, the one that we killed,
Mhm.
is it still partially buried?
It's like half sunken into the sand.
Yeah, pull that bitch up.
Alright, let me check, because these things, they're like 20 feet long or so.
Yeah.
Let me check.
I'll get Cassie and the
Right.
new girl.
Oh,
and
they
Greg.
reach lengths of up to 70 feet, diameters of 10 feet. So yeah, they're long boys, but it's not fighting you, and yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna pull it up out of the ground. And you say it's how big?
This creature feature is about 40 or 50 feet long. Not a full-sized, obviously.
But proportionately, it's like a snake, right?
Proportionally, it's a snake all the way through, yeah.
40 feet
The,
long.
I'm trying to see what it describes the thing as.
Does the skin look like it might have any value?
Okay, so the skin is some red scaly thingy. As far as value, I'm sure someone would buy it.
All right, I'll get the muscle team to assist me in loading this thing up onto one of the wagons.
Whoa there, Chromie. That's
It's
way
40
gonna...
feet long. That's not going to fit
Yeah.
on a wagon.
Not
Hey,
unless
how
you're...
long is it? I mean, coil it.
A
It's-
wagon is 12 feet long.
Yeah, it's big and heavy, Chromie. That wagon ain't moving if you try and load it up. Big,
All right.
big worm.
Check with. Hey, any of you any good at skinning things? Obviously, Vi is memorizing, so she's not hearing this.
That's enough time passed.
Cassie offers to give it a shot, but she
Hmm.
doesn't think she's any good at it. She'd probably butcher it. Not really
Alright.
interested in getting elbow deep in a snake.
Then
What
we'll
if it's
just
got
wait
poison guts?
for Vi. We'll wait for Vi to finish her thing.
Oh, you know who I forgot? I forgot Jazeel. Fuck me. Eh.
You always forget Jizio.
Don't
I
need
usually
it yet, Fizio. All right, we will take the head.
Okay, the head you can definitely take.
Yeah, I'll remove the head about 6 inches of neck so that. Can we loot whatever caused that scorching flame? Well, if there's anything to be had of that, it's probably in the head. So we're definitely taking that. So we'll cut off the head and put it on one of the wagons, and we're waiting for Vi.
Okay.
to see
During the
if,
time you
uh,
do this, Vi finishes up, of course.
Alright, I can tell you right now, I don't have leather working. I'm not a skinner. I can help you with jewelry or stones, but
Okay, so no leather workers in the party, I take it. All right, then, guys, we got 40 feet of it. Start cutting a line from where I took its head off all the way to the tip of its tail, and we'll peel the skin off of it and gut it. See if it's got anything in its stomach.
Okay, party.
If we mess up the skin, we mess it up. We got 40 feet of serpent, and we got plenty of people with sharp daggers. So, yeah.
Alright, do y'all want me to just speed things along here, or do we want to, like, do individual rolls for every... Nah.
Yeah,
we don't.
speed it along. Just give us an overall how well we did.
You did alright. 91 on the percentile dice roll when you wanted high, so the skin's mostly intact. There's a couple rough spots here or there. It's not a perfect job, but
Okay.
it's more than passable.
All
If the
right,
government was 91% perfect, we'd be ecstatic.
All right, so again, I'm helping the muscle team with rolling up the skin for easier transport, and I'll ask, hey, somebody else, slice open its guts right there, and I'll point out what are the intestines and the stomach and whatnot, since I know anatomy.
Yep.
And see if there's anything in there. Monsters like this swallow shit.
There are bones of certain creatures, although not a whole lot. There's a lot of, like, minerals. Not like gemstones, but, like, you think that's a chunk of iron ore. And, there are rattling around in there after a bit of working to extract 5 gold pieces. 5 whole gold pieces.
Okay. Okay. Take those minerals if they look like they might have value.
It's
And,
iron. Iron's
Okay.
common as dirt in most places.
Okay. Well, if that's all it is, and it's got no real worth, then the
Can
minerals.
I make out what the heart is?
You want the
It's
heart?
okay.
I'll point the heart out.
Yeah, I'd like to have the heart.
Take it then. Jazeel, any of this look tasty to you?
Nazil will chow down for a bit and spit it out.
Ew. Smells better than it tastes, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
You know your shit tastes like shit when Jazeel turns it down.
Ew. Must be nasty.
Mhm.
All right. Well, in that case, let's get mounted back up. And weren't we on our way back to home?
You were gonna keep like looking around for
In
another few
ours?
minutes.
Yeah, I think we've burned those few minutes.
Okay. In that case, party is over here. Nope. Oops. Nope. 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 Okay, yeah. Party.
Do I just call this snake thing even?
Okay, give me a second. I'll tell you what it's called.
For Snaka?
Yep. It kind of looks like Fresnica, funny enough.
I'm just gonna go with snake thingy.
Creature Catalog, page 50. Tonight's session is sponsored by the Creature Catalog. So, yes, party, y'all will journey south, and obviously you don't bump into Inaros on the way down, but you don't bump into any other Fresnaka or Hypnosnakes or any other reptilian or otherwise creatures that you are aware of. And yeah. And yeah, great job, DM. You all will make it back to the keep like 20 minutes before nightfall.
Okay. All right.
The appropriate animals are gone, Acromate, obviously. The spiders kept up their end of the deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to mark off a crossbow bolt. One of them broke. All right, then, Dungeon Master, we've got the Fresnaka skin. We'll stretch that out because, just getting the skin, you've got to stretch it out for it to dry, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the entire Hypnosnake, don't we?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It got shot with a crossbow and then stabbed through the eye.
Okay.
But you've levying that up to Vi to do.
Yeah, now, Vi, if you want assistance with that, or you want to just try it all on your own, that's up to you.
I just asked when we brought it back and you all skinned it, could I have the meat? I didn't even want to skin it.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Dungeon Master, whoever seemed to be doing the best skinning job on the Fresnaka, I'll get them to do the skinning job on the Hypnosnake and ask them to take as long as they'd like and be very careful. That skin is even more valuable, I believe.
Right now, before the sunset, or are we saving it for tomorrow?
You can wait till tomorrow.
Alright, so the NPCs are going to call it in for the night because they can't see in the dark and night is falling in 15 minutes or
Okay.
so.
And we will we'll move we'll put that thing, move it to the back storage room, Miko's body as well, and get all the treasure carted in, and make sure the animals are put away and everything.
Okay.
And yes,
Oh, that's starting to suck. What I wanted to do.
and we will eat dinner.
Alright, well, Kassan has prepared a dinner, and it's decent, and yeah.
And we will regale her with the tales of the Hypnosnake and the Fresnaka that we don't know that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Red worm is probably what
yeah.
they'd call it.
And unfortunately, we found no trace of
Inaros.
Inaros.
Hmm.
I highly suspect that she's been taken.
Taken by what?
Not sure, but something with talons.
Blood hunters.
Maybe.
Well, if she's not back by now, it is starting to look bad.
So Master, which one of the NPCs or persons who did it best will be skinning this night?
Hey, let me take a look. Greg, not Greg, Peter, John, Cassie. Cassie and John seem to be better at it than Peter. Yeah, bad eye with that apparently. So they'll probably be doing it.
Cassie, when you skin the snake, will you please try not to daddle too much? I do intend to use the meat for a purpose, and I prefer it not to rot away.
Alright, I'll try. You're welcome to come and help if you want.
I think if Inaros were dead, I'd be able to locate her.
You located Miko, so that would make sense. And this is coming from Kasana,
exactly.
obviously.
I was able to locate Miko, even though dead. I believe the same would hold true for Inaros. Therefore, I think her presence is blocked.
Okay, give me a second, sorry. I finally turned off Do Not Disturb now that the group chat isn't exploding at 10:48 at night. Okay. So where were we? Back at the keep, night is falling, party's eating dinner. NPC's planning to skin snake tomorrow. Night falls upon Denalia.
Okay, well, Dungeon Master, after we've all eaten, if I need to resupply on anything, fill up my water skin, recover foodstuffs for, the iron rations for my traveling supply, crossbow bolts, anything like that, then I'm going to make sure that I do so.
Okay. NPCs are topping off their water at your well, obviously. They'll ask first, but it's
that's fine.
And,
so it's only 30 gold pieces a gallon. No, I'm kidding.
Cassie will ask, the group, other than the newcomer maybe, isn't really up to scratch for a dragon, is it?
Not yet.
None of us are.
If you don't mind sharing the treasure along the way, I'm chill hanging with you for a bit.
So the only thing I was just like, dragon? What?
Oh, yes. My previous companions seem to have suffered an untimely fate at the hands of a blue dragon. I nearly killed it, but I was badly wounded.
Right.
I will kill it next time.
Hey, to be fair, Autumn, this guy's the real deal, Cassie will say. We did some stuff with him, and he is a very skilled sorcerer and fighter. And
screw it, whatever. I'm in for the ride. At least I get to hang out with people again. I have to fucking wander around a desert for hours and get blasted by sand. Whatever.
Alright, at this point, is anyone doing anything special after dinner?
Okay, after dinner, making sure the keep is secured. And you know what? Who's good with a crossbow other than myself?
John mentions he was considering it, but he has no training with it.
Well, John. And Greg, Peter, come with me. And I'm going to take them up to the roof.
Okay.
All right, we are going to, because obviously it's like a crossbow, just much, much bigger. We're going to load that puppy. We are going to load the ballista.
Okay, loading ballista. And obviously it takes you like half normal speed, and these things normally take a full 2 minutes to load, so it's a 4-minute deal.
Okay, it's our first time. So we crank it back and load that puppy. And okay, so John, for now, you're the designated gunner. If something ugly shows up in the night, or whenever we're here, run up here, point this at the damn thing, and squeeze the little trigger there.
Boss, Crowbeat, I don't think I can, like, if this thing isn't right in the line of fire, I don't think I'll be able to turn it so much easily.
Oh, we don't have the pivot mount?
No, you do not.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're not going to load it. We'll like dry fire it, get it cocked, but not place a shot in it, and just to see it go off once without losing a shot.
From downstairs, Cassie's somehow rolling her eyes knowing about this. Boys and their toys.
But next trip to town, we'll get the pivot mount so that one person can aim and fire. All right. Anyhow, we will go back downstairs, and otherwise, the only thing special I need to do, Dungeon Master, is recover a 3rd level spell, which will take me 9 minutes right before bed.
Okay, you will get that time. Anyone else doing anything special?
Oh, and of course, I'm spending quality family time with Frath and Kassan.
Yep. Anyone else?
Of course, their quality family time is different from one to the other, of course, you know what I mean.
Yes. Go to Horny Jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Anyone else doing anything? Alright, I'm going to take it then that the party is going to be going to sleep. Monk shit, then sleep. Ah, yes. Vasa practices the ancient art of taking a shit while being a monk, and then goes to sleep. In the shit.
Okay. Yes. Okay, I gotta pee. I'll be back in 2. But yeah, going to sleep.
Okay, where are we at? Pee and sleep. Okay, so everyone's going to sleep. The nighttime passes without encounter. And the sun rises and light shines upon day 111 in Denalia. I get to do a fun thing today. Those of you down a hit point will get 1 hit point back for a full night's rest. I got Vi typing and no one else. 10:54. Gonna be ending soon, I think, unless y'all want to keep going. It's a good stopping point where we're at now.
All right. I am back. Normal wake up stuff. Okay, Dungeon Master. First thing in the morning, I'm going to go to Cassie
Yeah.
and tell her to hold still while I cast a spell.
Stoneskin?
Yep. Not sure if she lost one or not.
Question to Blim.
Yeah.
While we were out wandering around, would we have found the spot that I mentioned? Because I remember I stuck a torch in the ground where it was.
Oh, that's a good point.
I was trying to make a landmark so that we would know where it is. I specifically wanted to have that so I can come back to it later.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nico's not coming back to it later, but I stuck a torch in there.
Bronze
You said there were no sticks around, so I just improvised.
That's right. You did stick a torch in the ground. I don't want to crush you, Miko, but the party didn't encounter it because I forgot about it.
No, honestly, I forgot about it until now. I just remembered it. And I just wanted to remind you that that is a thing. If we
Was
gotta
there
get 'em,
wind?
at least.
Yeah, there's been wind the past couple days. It's windy in the desert. In fact,
I
oh
meant
yeah,
the night.
yeah, the night.
Yeah, so it would have been covered over by sand.
And this is a thing that happens.
I was just pointing it out. Just
No,
in
no, it's a
case.
good point. I apologize for forgetting it. I try to run everything I can, and it doesn't always work.
No, you're all good. I forgot about it too. I was just saying it for next time. That next time we go out, maybe we'd find it.
Yeah, maybe,
But
maybe the wind will
I'm
uncover
not
it.
feeling that.
I just figured I'd mention it.
That's recovered.
Okay, so I've got everyone but Greg at this point, I think.
And bad news, Vi, I no longer, I had a brass brazier, but I no longer have it. We'll have to pick you one up in town next time we go.
Well, then that meat's kind of worthless then. Never mind.
Dungeon Master, also, I want to look through Miko's spellbook.
Okie dokie. I forget who grabbed it, but I can grab that. Give me a second. Actually, I don't have it here. I'm just going to grab it from Golden's PMs. Oh, I downloaded it again. That's not what I wanted.
But are we calling it here for tonight?
I'm thinking, yeah, we'll call it here. So, okay, grills. Give me a second. These are all first levels, BTW. Okay, that's the spell book over there. NPCs will skin snake. Let me specify which snake for the party has fought to tonight.
No.
Hypnosnake. Okay, and yeah, unless anyone wants to do anything before we close session down.
Burning hands, enlarge, comprehend languages. Ooh, firewater. I don't have that one. I have grease. Do I have jump?
Alright. Boop. End of session.
Ooh,